MBAPPE, come outside.
AK, I've seen the light.
We're cooking different.
You're a fraud, HH.
AK, I've seen the light. AK, you were right. AK, you were right. You were right. You were right.
All this for a 20-minute cameo, man.
You were wrong.
This is going to be used a lot. This is going to be used a lot.
Is that a colour thing? Is that a colour thing?
That's going to be used. That's not going to be used a lot.
Hold on, can you
That's
bum
going to be
AK?
used a lot. That's
You see
going to be
what
used a
this
lot.
bum AK just trying to press me for?
So my thing here is the theme of this.
Goalkeeper Mike Maignan.
The theme of this reaction is get Deschamps out. That's the thing.
Oh my god.
The key, Kenny. All right, you know what?
No.
Kenny, we're not doing this. No. You see, Kenny. This is about RCR. Kenny, Kenny out. Kenny, I've got no time. Kenny, I've got no time for this crap. Kenny, I've got no time for this crap. Kenny, I've got no. Kenny, either you're with us or you're against us. Kenny, either you're with us or you're against us. Kenny, everybody is screw Deschamps. Okay, wait, hold on. Let us present. So, guys, we're going to talk about how Deschamps needs to be sacked.
What is it from? He's only a white man. What are we talking about?
I literally said yesterday, Olise should not be at the 10. I said Olise should not be at the 10, and you bozos try to tell me that you have to put him in.
No, Ricardo. See, Ricardo, I hate when people like. At the end, I agree that Spanish Elmo should be freaking there. At the end, I agree that Elmo should be freaking there.
You were trying to force it.
Pause. First of all, pause. No, Didi. And at the end, I said, no, he's not good at mental.
I had to talk you out of it.
No,
I told you, either Olmo or CHERKI you had to put in, but you insisted that we have to go with current players.
No, okay, look, let's...
Bro, I thought you were an eye test merchant, man.
No, okay, look, guys, we're going to talk about...
That's what he is.
Okay, we're going to talk about Yamal. We're going to talk about MBAPPE playing with an injury. We're going to talk about... We're going to talk about whether this changed this whole Ballon d'Or thing.
You know MBAPPE is shameless, by the way. We got to speak on that. He's shameless.
We're going to talk about Aspire. And let's be real. This would be a very different hangar if it was 4-0. This would be a very different hangar. So 5-4 looks a lot better. But guys, the theme of this is Zidane needs to take over.
Mbappe sold today. You see those missed chances? If you
wait, hold on.
MBAPPE is shameless.
KJ, KJ, is that a European Golden Shoe winner that they are talking about?
No.
KJ, is that a European Golden Shoe taker? KJ,
Talk about today.
KJ, don't. KJ, don't.
Pele's not from
KJ,
Europe.
don't.
We're still talking about Pele in Big
Pele's not
2025.
from
man.
Europe.
But we have a what thing, bro?
One of those chances.
Wait, hold on, Barry, what are you saying?
Nah, you might say like 5-4 is not that bad, but let's be honest, that was empty calories, bro. Like when it was 5-1.
No. See, no, Barry. I'll get the no, Barry. No, hold Barry. The theme, streets. Shout out to streets, mods. Give me those likes up. Streets. The theme of this reaction is get Deschamps the F out of here, bro.
Get Mbappe out.
Get Deschamps, because that's 5-4. That was a 4-0. That was a 6-0. Get
Can we just
Deschamps
establish
out of
this?
there.
You guys think just if you kick out Deschamps, fine. That's it. Probably should be done. Just because you get Zidane in there, what do you think they're gonna play like 1970s Brazil? Like, why do you guys act like it's a lock?
You're talking about a 3-time UCL winner, bro.
And he hasn't.
You're talking about a 3-time UCL winner. Ricardo, put your 3 UCL medals in a row on the table. Then you can talk.
You know you throw
put your 3 UCL medals on the table in a row. Then you can talk.
He hasn't coached since then, right? So I mean, like,
Ricardo, you know I don't give a damn.
Right. It's not his approach. It's his selection at this point. It's not.
Okay, wait, hold on. We'll get that. So, guys, reaction. We're gonna react to everything in this game. Yamal, Spain, France, MBAPPE, CHERKI, Deschamps, all that good stuff. Dembele, and we may even have a little bit of a Ballon d'Or talk, and also a little bit of any transfer news as well. Hey, bro, Parma can still win it, bro.
Leave Maignan in Milan. Leave Maignan in Milan. Don't let him come.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I saw that video you posted yesterday.
hey, Lamine did you a favor.
Wait, hold on.
KJ.
KJ. There's a thing called the delete button, and it's very useful.
No.
The delete button is very useful.
We'll get to that. In fact, HH, can I start?
But anyways, we're not getting there. But anyways, I don't know where you're. Anyways, no, we're not starting on that, bro.
Because on the last stream, you were saying, "Oh, Ter Stegen, how's he not going to save that from Consensao? What top goalkeeper doesn't save that?"
All right, look. Okay, look. Basically, so guys,
we got a top goalkeeper.
Hold up. So guys, again, remember guys, like the vid, subscribe if you need. If there's anything you wish to add to Triple, feel free to send in your super chat. Remember, your super chats on your Dubinskis helps to keep this channel flowing well, and it helps me for my OnlyFans subscription to Rachel's fat ass. So, let's first start here. All right.
Yeah, he relapsed again.
Let's first
Not
start.
surprised.
So guys, here's the thing. Does this count as a dub in this whole Yamal, or was it more of a team effort?
Absolutely, that is the 7th.
The team one.
This is what you call side
Did you say
quest.
Yamal
Side
Mbappe?
quest.
Did you say Yamal Mbappe?
You know, technically, Lamine Yamal's goal was the game winner, by the way.
And honestly,
okay. Actually, Ricardo, you know, actually that doesn't work, bro. That's not how a winner.
No, it
works.
actually does work because his goal is what won the game.
No. A winner is when it's 1-1. Who makes it 2-1? That's what.
No, but the game ended 5-4. Who scored Spain's fifth goal?
Okay. Hold on. So, YSK, thoughts of the game. Raw thoughts.
Can you just answer one question? Who scored the 5th goal for Spain?
Who scored the fifth goal, man? Just answer it.
YSK.
Alzheimer's text.
Wait, YSK, this guy can't
can I speak after YSK?
yeah, can I go after AK?
Okay, someone's thing is because I can hear my echo. So
Yeah, I
someone's
think
echo.
someone's trying to do something.
No,
Yeah,
me,
someone's
no.
trying to do something.
Hey, Judge, let me go after Kenny, please.
Okay, no, YSK, go friend, and then Kenny. YSK.
We'll go after
Wait,
mentions.
YSK, is that Liam Delap?
Okay,
That's
YSK.
Sid the Sloth, man.
But do you see what's behind him?
YSK,
Paul?
you know
Yo,
what?
YSK, that's a crazy. Do you see what's behind? Well, he looks like the one brother from Isolation.
Sid the Sloth.
All right,
Sid,
YSK,
yeah,
just
yeah,
talk of the game.
Chelsea
So Sid, talk of the game, bro.
Sid, look, 5-4, bro. That was not the game.
No, it wasn't the game. It wasn't the game.
It's a fucking Fugazi scoreline, bro. I couldn't believe it. But these dudes were 4-0 down.
Yes.
They were 4-0 down, bro. Look, man, I just take the Ballon d'Or and give it to him at his hotel, bro. Don't even bother.
Wait, okay, YSK, hold on. Okay, YSK, hold on.
No, I'm
YSK, why? YSK, after everything, okay, after everything Dembele has done, why? Come on, stop it. Why?
No, I just look at Dembele. He fulfilled.
He played all right.
Shout out to Z, man. Yeah, bro. All right is like the Dembele's highlight from that game is freaking hitting the post.
What was he supposed to do with that? What was he supposed to do?
Wait, hang on. What do you mean? What was he supposed to do
with that defense? Did you see
wait,
what they were doing?
Wait, hold on. What is YSK?
Bro, a dude called CHERKI came on and like
No. YSK. We're not doing the big
bro,
cross.
chicken.
No. YSK. CHERKI is Okay, YSK, lie to me and tell me that wasn't an amazing goal by CHERKI. Lie to me.
Chicken Terry CHERKI, bro, came on and like.
See,
Don't do that. CHERKI's a baller.
We're not doing that.
Baller.
We're not like West
What I'm saying is when it comes to Man City and dunks on your team next year,
YSK, we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that. Like YSK, if it's Timo Werner or some other bomb, fine. We're not doing that with this guy. No, we're not.
Yeah,
guys employ Ahmad Diallo.
Is it chicken CHERKI masala?
Yeah.
YSK.
So, bro, there's no excuse for Dembele, bro. There's some glorified bullshit games, but still, the way they're staged, it's like it means
no. It's what, because I was actually thinking about this though. I think the mind frame of people, I think it's like slightly more than the Confederations Cup. I think people know that this isn't a World Cup semi or a Euro semi, but again, this isn't like a friendly. But the way that was played is like, oh no, we actually do want to win, even though we know that this doesn't mean anything for legacy.
This means a lot to a certain fan base. It might mean a little bit more coming up.
Hey, bro, Sunday's gonna be crazy, man. Sunday's gonna be crazy.
Actually, you know how crazy it is? So we have CR40 against a 17-year-old, bro. It literally is old versus new.
The spectrum lives.
They need to drop this.
We're sacrificing goats, son. We're sacrificing goats. That's what we're doing.
Crazy spectrum,
Ricardo,
bro.
can you imagine Yamal doing stepovers and then like Cristiano doing stepovers at 5 minutes later?
No. Basically, okay, I know what's true. Do you know Cristiano really will believe that this is like two guys at their peak going at it?
Bro, yeah.
He's gonna go touch for touch with Lamine, man.
Bro, anytime Yamal does a step over, Cristiano is like, yeah, let me do a step over. Even if his step overs are like in the halfway line with no one there, but you know.
Bro, one step over, this guy's gonna tear every ligament in his knee, man. It's gonna be bad.
Okay, so sorry. What's good?
Well, I'm seeing something right. Look, bro, Sunday's gonna be. Haven't these dudes got to play the? Isn't there like a third place playoff?
I don't think so.
No, there is 2 p.m.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, Germany, France.
Yeah, there is.
Third place.
So Mbappe
it's like the Unity Cup.
Odds on
Mbappe.
Mbappe
This cup is better. Yeah.
Odds on Mbappe not actually starting the third place playoff.
Wait, hold on.
Please.
YSK, Mbappe FC don't do third place. We do first, bro. That's how we roll. We do first.
You know what? You know what's crazy? Mbappe's like whole thing is now down to it's fine. He hustled, man.
YSK, can you please talk about the damn game?
HH, can you put on my?
Bro,
No,
I am talking about the game. His whole thing went for like best player in the world. It's fine. He hustled, man. He tried. Meanwhile, this 17-year-old, 16-year-old kid boy is dunking on this dude's head every time they go up against each other. It's crazy. I think Hamza said this like 7 times now, bro.
Splash days. You know that you can still get booked in the streets. So you know that. You know you can still get booked in the streets, bro.
Mbappe has become the 9 to 5 like goal now.
No.
The one time Lamine lost against Mbappe was that game against PSG where Araujo had that bozo moment in it. And,
Look, there's no Mbappe Yamal narrative. Guys, stop forcing it. No, it's team against team. Okay.
No, you're right. There is no narrative.
There's only one daddy here, and that's Daddy Mbappe, bro. So yeah.
Relax.
No, that's a nice clip. That's a nice clip now.
Hey, you're a grown ass man, dog. Talking about daddy.
Yeah, bro.
LJ, shush.
Bro, you gotta relax.
Cheese pizza tax. That's a cheese pizza.
So, okay, look, West. So, how do we get rid of Deschamps? Because YSK, let's be real, that was a 5-0, and subs tax, CHERKI tax is what saved this clown. Not this clown. Sorry, my mistake. This fossil.
Was that the Chelsea goalkeeper?
Yeah, it was.
No. We're putting a cheeky bid for Courtois. Cheeky Courtois bid. Cheeky, we're putting it a bid for Tois.
What about
YSK, we're putting in a bid for Tois. Tois.
He absolutely cooked Ter Stegen on the last stream. And
YSK, Ondo Tois.
Oh yeah, anybody could say that. Anybody.
Yeah, just move your mic, bro. You
need to just admit when you take L's, man.
I don't. YSK, can you just speak on the game?
What I'm saying, actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. Bro, I can't lie. The back line was trash, bro. Long legs and pause. Kanate, some dude called Lou or whatever his name is.
YSK, speak of Mama's boy.
Kalulu.
Kalulu has been the
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's what I thought it sounded. Bro, I get yellow for nothing.
The accent was crazy. Accent was crazy.
Hey, did I lie?
Accent was crazy. Continue.
He didn't lie. And
people in the streets, I don't want to see this trash in the streets, bro. I don't want to see this trash.
That's diabolical.
I mean, that was a Nigerian performance, though, so fair enough, Ricardo.
Super pigeons,
that backline is horrendous, bro.
Super pigeons.
KJ. Come some missing guys. Your West continue.
I got a yellow for less, by the way.
And that Thug Hernandez, bro. These dudes were not doing anything in this game. I think Spain were they were like, just fuck it, man. The scoreline at the end, that was just it was flattering because okay.
Hey, what's up with Congo, man? Lukaku, Kalulu. What's going on with these dudes, man?
Yo.
Where's Elijah?
Get back, bro. Get back, bro.
Every stream, Elijah's in the comments saying like this new Congolese player needs to be under.
Yeah, what's going on with these guys, man?
All right, chill on Kuku.
I've not heard Elijah rate one Congolese player.
These guys they just spawn out of nowhere, bro. They spawn out of nowhere.
Oh Lord.
Chill on Kuku, man.
It's only company who's holding it down for the block. It's only the company.
Is it Casey always comes and just says stuff that just takes stuff left? I mean, Casey, what is this? Casey, Casey, no one is going to Google this. Casey, no one's actually going to Google this. Okay, all right. Okay, let's continue.
Are you gonna have a separate section for the final? Or?
Yeah. So basically, thoughts on? I mean, like, how would you summarize the game?
No, bro. It was in the end, it was like it was all right. But I mean, the total destruction, I enjoyed it. There's I don't know, bro. There's some like there's a
but you know what? We know the weird thing though. We should call it a destruction, but it's 5-4. Bro, even though that isn't the game that we saw.
It's empty calories.
No, it's true, but just as 5-4. You see, Deschamps will still hide behind, hey, we were close to 5-4, but really, no, it was 5-1.
It was
it's empty calories, yeah.
Why are we acting like France didn't have chances, though? They did have chances.
Like
so even Spain.
Why are you acting like
and also, how many subs did Spain make that completely change the whole team? Come on, bro.
Put up quickly.
It's money.
I mean, the European Golden Shoe winner somehow didn't shoot from this position.
Yeah, bro, this guy passed.
The Spanish Federation couldn't help him in that situation.
This guy passed, bro.
Yeah, you better drink that. Yeah, drink it. Yeah, your guy let you down today. Go ahead.
It's Malta Guinness, bro. It's Malta Guinness, bro.
No, AJ, why did he pass?
Because he's trying to be a team player, but because.
Wait.
Here's the thing. He's trying because everyone says, you're so selfish. He's trying to be a team player, but Mbappe needs to realize that Mbappe, you're the only guy that can get things in the whole damn team, bro.
No, but if you're the only guy, why don't you shoot?
You're finished.
But you just said he's the only guy. If you're the only guy, why don't you shoot?
Damn. KJ, why do you have this agenda against Mbappe? What do you do to him?
No, because, bro, he showed today as a captain, bro. Some of those misses were unacceptable. You just have to be objective about it. He's my guy, but he was crap today.
Yeah, to be fair, Ronaldo would have never.
I don't think it was crap. I don't think it was crap, boy.
Nah, that performance was fugazi as fuck. I'm gonna be dead ass.
Wait, hold on. Let me bring in the AK.
Chop on the ball for some
AK, talk to me. AK.
Yeah. So just on the overall game.
Yes.
So first of all, sorry. I just remembered you're the only guy I remembered was on the hangout yesterday, so I had to come at you.
Pause.
Oh, pause.
That's wild. But in terms of the game, man, yeah, I think.
AK, talk your itch. AK, this is literally your platform to say I was right.
Let your clitoris hang.
I'll get to that later. But,
Yeah,
I think you're underestimating. Like, bro, France had like before Spain.
Just doesn't know what that is.
Hold, guys. Guys, one at a time.
Yeah, but before Spain scored their first goal, bro, France had a couple of very good chances. Like Mbappe had a chance, Hernandez had a chance, Mbappe had another chance. Rabiot for some reason decided to shoot it instead of passing it to Desiree Doué. I don't know why. So like, they had a couple of chances. Spain scored, and then they just bossed the game after that for like I think like 40 minutes after that until like from like the 30th minute to the 65th minute. I think Spain basically bossed the game and they scored the goals in that period. I thought Yamal was excellent. Zubimendi, the guy you say is like the best DM.
No. Like Rodri is a beating Supermendi. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was good, man. That guy was very good today. Marino somehow, he found this Spanish genes in.
Yeah, that's a dub for you at least.
He was bad before he scored the goal. He was bad before.
Yeah, but like a goal can change your game. So he was bad, but then he came up clutch and yeah. So in terms of Spain, like they played really well, and France, like I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Konate that bum. Well, I'm sorry, but I haven't. Does this guy need Van Dijk to hold his hand? Because every time I see this guy in a French shirt, like he's just so bad. Like, how are you not able? He's a strong guy, yet Oyarzabal is able to hold him up.
Wait, AK, I'm hearing the calling in con artist.
Konate the con artist.
So like, I mean, on top of that, Lenglet. Bro, what club does Lenglet play for?
He's made a resurgence.
He technically doesn't have a club.
Oh, at
Bro, Simeone made him look good. Simeone made him
No,
look
as in like he's at Barca, but Barca.
Oh, he's a free agent.
No, they haven't terminated his contract.
No, Atletico are negotiating.
In 2025, with a team with like France, you have having Langlet, ISI.
Kenny is disgusting.
Make friends white again.
Stamford Bridge need a new centre back.
And then you also have Rabiot. Like this guy was just picked. This guy was just picked for France because he's white. Let's be honest. They needed the guy to fulfill the white.
Hey, bro. I'm just saying.
Someone said it in it, not me in it. But I agree with that person as well in it. But I didn't. I was not the one that.
Can you tell me any other reason Rabiot starts for the French national team?
Yeah, he's there for racial imbalance.
He won Marseille Player of the Year, so I think he was
Wait, hold on. Yeah, let me.
I would say even Deschamps himself is a DEI side.
That's stupid.
Wait, you can't say DEI for white people in France.
But in terms of
Ricardo, I just did. So continue.
KJ, shout out to you, my brother, but this ain't it, man. Shout out to you.
Wait, hold on. AK.
In terms of national team, you could argue it's DEI, but now on to my guy.
That's true.
Now on to my guy. I've been repping this guy for the past 2 goddamn years. I said this guy should play in the Euros for France. I was like, this guy should play for he's the best creator. First of all, Olise in the number 10, please don't do that. It don't work.
Tell HH.
Bro, AK. I spent literally like 40 minutes trying to convince Ricardo that Olise is not a number 10. But Ricardo was like,
what are you talking about? That is such a lie.
Finally, Ricardo was like, all right, you're the GOAT analyst. Fine, it's not a number 10. Crazy. AK, continue. AK speaking. AK, guys, one at a time. AK speaking. AK,
yeah,
continue.
So,
you know that we would enough to remember, right?
This guy always throws me under the bus, man.
AK.
Here's the thing, HH. I saw that, I saw yesterday that, you were doing a combined 11 of, French and Spanish players. Unfortunately, I couldn't join because my internet was gone. So I saw this morning you were doing a combined 11 of French and Spanish players, and you were debating between Olise and Olmo.
Yes. Oh, no.
With all due respect,
Or disrespect. You
All
choose.
disrespect.
Yes.
Olise is not a better number 10 than CHERKI. Olmo, first of all, that guy should get working legs before he starts to, get into discussions with Ryan CHERKI.
Okay, so real quick, because remember, we did it based on how your performance for the national side. So how many games has CHERKI played for France? Senior side.
This was his debut.
This is his first game?
No one was talking about CHERKI before. Like, come on, let's stop these distractions. All of a sudden, CHERKI is like...
Wait, no, stop. This is his first France game ever.
Yes.
Well, he's only like 21 or something like that. He's not even like.
Yes, that is exactly why.
You motherfuckers acting like he's 26 or something. Like, he's young.
No. Wait, I'm not saying no, guys. In terms of impact in a short period of time, that might be the best debuts I think I've ever seen. In terms of like for a short period, okay, name me debuts better. In a short period of time.
I got one.
I'm waiting for Liam Delap.
No. National side. National.
Oh, I got one.
No, he's filtering.
Conor Gallagher's debut at Wembley.
Who?
The guy is Zizou. And Zizou's debut for France.
It was better than this?
Yeah.
Wait, Barry, HH doesn't want Zidane's games. You watch highlights.
Exactly.
AK, continue.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
So, here's the thing. So you were doing it based on national team, right?
Where's your damn striker, bro? Before you start laughing about transfers and everything, where's your damn striker? And show me your before you start laughing at transfers, show me your damn freaking UCL. Show me your damn UCL. Show me European League. And also as well, and on top of that as well, he ain't our main striker. We're getting Osimhen or Yoko as well. He's our backup striker. So continue. AK is talking. AK continue. AK has the mic.
I've never seen a substitute striker get the number 9.
AK, can you please speak over these people, please? AK, thank you.
Oh, by the way, bro, I don't know if you saw the Delap announcement, but that guy, that just screams racism right there.
Wait, AK, did you see the Delap interview?
Yeah, bro. Pure Englishman.
AK. Big Chelsea gave the number 9 to Rory Delap's son, the foreign merchant.
Bro, that's heritage, my man. That's heritage right there. But in terms of CHERKI, man, here's the thing. When he came on, it was not just the 2 goals that he created basically through his work. He gave that pass to Dembele that Dembele should have scored. That's an incredible pass to just see that. On top of that, the amount of openings he created that a Barcola or an MBAPPE just messed up. Bro, he should have gotten 4. He should have contributed to 4 goals today. Like 4.
Yes.
And I'm watching teams talk about this guy, fans talk about this guy. Oh, he's fat. He doesn't press out of possession. He doesn't track back. He doesn't do this. Screw all of that. With all due respect, screw all of that. First of all, he does press. Like, I don't know. You saw today. He did press. Like, he's not like he doesn't like stand there and do nothing. He does.
Come on, he had only 20 minutes to play. Of course, he can run out the gas.
No, like even like this season, he does press. Like
I haven't watched him enough this season.
His pressing needs a bit of work, but like he does press. He doesn't just stand around doing nothing. Like that's
there's a reason why this season is actually like his first like boost. Like it took some time. Let's not actually say there was some valid criticism for a reason. Like, let's be honest.
The problem, Kenny, is that the valid criticism is still there. The criticism that was valid before is still there now for some reason. Even though people haven't watched him and made their decision based on what he's done.
AK, don't let us find out he's just another Dimitri Payet. I'm just saying.
Chill. Here's the thing with that.
I like Payet as well. Don't do that.
I did too, but like, come on.
Wait, is he a Ben Arthur regen?
Let me go on that. Let me go on that now. I know these French North Africans very well. There are some good ones, like your Benzemas, your Mahrez's.
Mbappe.
He doesn't count, man.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
He's from the school of Sanogo.
You need to have a certain level of technical ability to be in that.
So World Cups aren't enough. World Cups don't count.
Nah.
Well, okay.
Salini you need Salini to be there.
Oh, okay. So back to back World Cup finals don't count.
Well, AK, just one thing, bro. It's crazy how Cherki's getting slandered, and like he's the only one who's actually trying to do something and pull back the team.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. There's so much like subtle racism around Ryan Cherki just because he's North
Nah,
African.
like that, bro. I can't lie. Bro.
Crazy.
When people talk about him, they always use that, oh, Ben Arfa, Ado Tarap. Like, bro, judge him by the player that he is after watching him instead of using other North Africans to, like, fulfill your agenda on them. Because, bro, there are also good players who are North Africans. If you only
So I said that Benzema was right.
What do you mean?
By what he said about Deschamps.
I don't want to get into that because I know some people who do believe that. But all I'm saying is
he a good film director? Not Benzema.
That's the key.
No, that's
all I'm saying is that, like, in terms of talent, this guy should be starting This guy should be starting for the French national team at the number 10 position, not on the wings because he's not good on the wings. At the number 10, they don't have a better creator than him. They just don't. And ultimately, 30 million to Man City.
35.
Do you know what that means?
Is Pep going to ruin him? Is Pep going to take away all his tesh?
This is where I disagree. Because here's the thing. Grealish is a bum. Grealish is a genuine bum.
No, he's an alcoholic bum.
Grealish is a genuine
He's also a trouble winner, so.
But
that might be a break.
Scott Carson's a trouble.
You see, like, I don't understand what guy, I'm building a certain thing with Casey. Because I'm just saying, because actually, like, Taylor Swift protecting Deschamps. I'm building a certain character thing with it. I don't want to say too much, but I'm just, there's a trend. There's a trend I'm building with Casey.
It's just not the right message.
HH. So do you defend pedos?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
He does have a secondary age for a
what
reason.
the hell? That's not
I'm just saying, you got Diddy,
have cheese pizza,
Kelly,
have cheese
Benzema.
AK.
I don't think that. I don't think.
All right. Who was that? Wise guy. I know that was Wise guy.
Everybody shut up.
All right, AK, continue.
I don't think that Pep will ruin
Raising
him
up the 10
because number one, when I see people saying Pep
Check
ruined
HH's
Grealish,
basement. Check his basement.
Yeah, continue. No,
When
I'm
I see people say, Pep ruined Grealish, but look at what Doku's doing, bro. He's just letting Doku dribble at anybody and everybody he wants. Cherki's decision making in terms of his passing, his playmaking, his ability to beat players centrally, it's too good for Pep to ruin. I genuinely think he's gonna be a very good signing. Like, I genuinely think as a De Bruyne replacement, he can live up to that price tag because that's how talented he is.
Let me continue this one. So, shout out to your boy Brand. Yamal is officially Mbappe's papa. No, you need a World Cup to be a daddy. A World Cup is needed to be a daddy. Without a World Cup, you can't be.
What are these cringe barriers you always put every single time?
No. Like, no, it's not. Like, if you look in the rule book, to be a daddy, you need a World Cup. You need a World Cup to be a daddy.
Is that what you say to Mbappe in the bedroom?
Shout out to Jose Correa. Is Lamine Mbappe's daddy my goat pen hashtag #Ter out?
Mbappe hasn't scored non-penalty goal in 11 straight matches for France.
Mbappe scored a goal as a 19-year-old in the World Cup final. He's disrupted 3 pieces in another World Cup final. You know that happened, bro. He won the Golden Boot in the second World Cup. Shout out to 9 stops. 7 straight hashtag child support. Wait, hold on.
8.
What do you mean by 7, 8? What do you mean? Wait, hold up. So
he's lost 7 times. He's lost 7 times.
Euros, 4 El Clásicos, Nations League semi-final,
and
1 match against PSG.
He's lost 7 straight matches.
Did Yamal play all those games?
Yes.
No. Sure. No. Sure. Yes. Yeah. He played all those games. Sure. Yeah.
Wait. HH. The only one Mbappe's won.
The only one he lost.
Got subbed off.
Yes.
Sure, I believe you. Yeah, sure. Sure, please say, Batman trying to save his parents again. hashtag assault rev. Wait, who is Batman?
Mbappe. He's trying to save his parents.
Mbappe ban HH. Come on.
Yeah, he was
Dembele. Meanwhile, in Argentina, De Paul, Messi, sir. Yamal won. Messi. Thank you, De Paul. I know. That's my boy. Guys, you have to. Wait, no, it's not. But yeah, guys, you have to understand this. Mbappe is Messi's father.
I don't know who.
So Messi sent
Yamal
his son to deal with
has
Mbappe.
just gotten the better
Who
of
is
Mbappe
Mbappe?
due to
You
this
know,
being different
Messi told
teams.
Yamal, handle my light work, man.
This
Just go
gimmick
handle
is
my
getting old.
Who is Mbappe, man?
Canadian
is
friends,
Mbappe?
Longley started for diversity tax. Hashtag Deschamps d'Or. This is true.
Yo, AJ,
Facts.
can you look closer to the AVI of a Canadian friend? Look closer.
All right. I didn't want to
Wait,
look.
I'm pretty sure I saw him say my older.
Yamal, aka Messi's granddaddy. Yamal versus Turtle head-to-head 7-1 5 times in a season. Hashtag real dad.
Yamal's
9GA,
Brazil.
by the way.
Crazy.
9GA, by the way. 9GA.
Wait,
Chronicle.
Mbappe's Brazil.
Dembele,
And
welcome
Yamal's
to the
German.
Kukurea Penitentiary. Locked up.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, guys, man.
Oh, he did. Stop waffling.
Guys,
Stop waffling.
shout to your boy Kukuwa. Round of applause to your boy Kukuwa.
Come on, clap your hands.
Gatlock. Mike Manio, Jesus, conceding 5 is Gatlock, that's crazy. Why is there a chick named Vivian in Spain's men's national team defense? Mbappe doing 007 versus Yamal is crazy.
He's one of the best
Double
defenders
07,
in La Liga. It was just bad luck.
To be fair, if it
Chelsea
wasn't
need
an
a
own
top
goal,
goalkeeper,
Mbappe was going
apparently.
to scam a tap in.
One of the best goalkeepers in La Liga.
One of the best.
Hey, look, Ricardo, tap-ins count.
One of the best centre backs in La Liga. That's
Is that the Chris, mate?
Wait, shout out to
go
Nabil.
Best defenders in the
Yesterday's combined 11 is funny in hindsight. Okay, maybe we got a few things wrong, but it is what it is, man. Look,
Nah,
man,
like,
A few.
to be fair, like if it's based in
No,
the
we-
there was nothing wrong.
We set a criteria that.
Wait,
it
hold on.
was
Shout out to
based
Jace.
on players who
England
have performed.
fans wanting Southgate out in the Euros. Asian football isn't about the manager. Mbappe gets outshone. This hangout is called Get a Shop at HH. Okay, no. Okay, here's the difference. When did Deschamps take over France? 2012?
2010.
2011.
It was after 2012
2011.
Euro.
Yeah, so it was
2013.
after, basically, it was the fall of 2012.
After 2012. Yeah, it's after 2012.
Do you know,
Yeah.
bro, 13 years? 13
What?
I think the only
What
guy who's been
international
longer
trophy
is...
win?
Wait, how long was the Tabares Uruguay coach there for?
Like,
Tabares.
in Uruguay, he played like 20 plus years or something.
Okay, all right. Okay. Outside of that guy. Bro, 13 years is crazy.
I mean, the guy has been successful, so
He's been successful.
One
2
win,
World
one
Cup
trophy
finals,
win,
1
tournament
win.
Oh, give me that success
Euro
crap
final.
out of there, bro.
So you're telling me you wouldn't take that if it results in you being a World Cup winning nation?
I'm saying that I want Zidane
I think
to
Nigeria
get
can't win
Mbappe's second
Nigeria
World Cup.
win
Whatever.
Nigeria.
See, y'all just never answer the question. I swear to God.
Shout out to Ameya, thank you. Yamal matched Vini's international goal tally already. Umbubi no open play goal in 9 matches for France. What? Nico is one of the best attackers when he plays for Aspine.
Yeah, not gonna lie. The Pornhub needs to open the checkbook.
Wait, is that true? Yamal's matched Vinny's goal tally.
Yeah,
What is Vini's goal tally?
I mean, it's not that hard.
Six.
What? As in total, his total goal tally is 6.
Yes.
Yes.
And he has one goal less than Dembele's international goal
Kenny,
tally.
you gotta say pause after that.
He only has
Who's
one
got
goal
the
less than
soundboard, man?
Dembele's goal tally.
Who has a
Wise
Well,
guy,
he-
get
he has
shut
his
Wise
one
guy,
goal.
not you on the soundboard, bro. Wise guy, I need to ask for a damn DJ, bro. So, shout out to Abrit's Fair. Time to become transgender. Chivu is Inter manager. Is this true?
Wait, they got the
Yeah,
part.
they
Wait,
are
they
in
got the
talks
part
with
Yeah,
manager.
no, HH. So basically, he's been coach of a bunch of the youth teams, and he recently left the Pauber, and now they're bringing him back. He was a youth team coach at Inter for like 6-7 years.
Shout out to your boy Wenatio. GOAT Day, Spain versus France game upcoming. CR40 versus Yamal. Ellen Colin Trump A. All right. ASAP Rocky said he's dropping tomorrow. Drake rumored to be on Wayne's album. Oh wow, damn.
He's working.
Wait, hold on. What
Is
is
he the
the
culture updater? The culture updater.
Yeah, culture update. Shout out to David. Javi, for those who question my Pedri, stick that in the bum hole, you bums. All that. You'll be running with the Spanish Bulls and Ramos tonight. Oh, what?
Yeah, Pedri looked better because he played deeper. That's good for him.
Nabil.
That touch was disgusting, by the way.
No, bro. That Spain goal was that was an amazing goal, bro. Nabil, verdicts is still out on black keepers.
AJ,
All
did you watch? Did you watch the
I mean,
football?
no lies have been said in that.
We're moving on. We're moving swiftly. Moving on very swiftly.
HH wants one at Chelsea, by the way. HH wants one.
Shout out to Casey. Those 3 late goals were what Mahomes did in them.
Relax.
Yeah, that was empty calories, man. Like that 5.
Nah, that's crazy.
So let's see. Easy to play Deschamps or Rabiot, easy white target. What about corner artist who loves mang ass and can defend without his hands, held by VVD and the... okay, I'm not be responsible.
Dang.
What's because why is it taking this long to get CHERKI to the national team?
I'll be honest. This is his first outstanding season.
Yeah, that's what.
But there is a certain.
AK, you can't do that, man.
AK stand on business, but AK, don't be a coward, bro. AK, don't be pussy.
There is and if there's a different manager, bro, I've seen players perform worse than CHERKI.
It's not Monday,
So Deschamps does have that, but again, it's his first really consistently excellent.
Shout out to Gatlock. Mbappe versus Yamal, PSG 24-1. Second leg doesn't count because Yamal was subbed off after Araujo red. Euros 2 for El Clásicos and Nation. Oh God, no.
We'll give them a consolation.
All because you put out a thumbs up doesn't mean it's right though. If tonight was a Ballon d'Or edition, then give it to CHERKI, not the Black Robin. This is a real baller. They're giving him to Pep while Leipzig. Okay. Thank you, man. Another day, another black. Okay.
Wait, Money Mace. You know there's another crazy name.
Yeah,
the first one.
They're calling them squirts and.
No,
okay.
Wait.
No.
I know what you're talking about. I know.
Okay. HH, you should do a vibes hangout on Trump versus Elon. It's pop. Yes, AK, please get pop filter, mate, or stand a bit for.
Whoa, I'm standing.
No. Seriously, AK. Okay, I want your mic at one end of the room and you are on the end of the room, bro. Because it sounds as if you are literally assaulting your mic, bro.
Is that you do to Mbappe?
No.
Can I speak on this?
Listen. Ain't no way mid the lap making club hookup appearances before Arsenal.
No.
One Money Mace, you want to respond to that?
Hey man, Evil Saka got European.
Listen, can I just say, Wise K, if the lap really is proper Britannia, could you please remove that?
That's what the career. CHERKI. Okay.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
All right. Wow. No, move.
They're calling him beef CHERKI.
I know. What's in that multi Guinness making you glaze? Okay. All right.
Roofies.
Why's get no that's you. Why's get no that's you. Tides FC. Odoverts, perverts.
Agent, you know how? Wow. Agent, I'm gonna say one thing.
Come on, man.
That German submits.
I'm just gonna say one thing.
Wait, hold on. Okay, Casey. LL, it's not hard to Okay, all right.
I'm just gonna say one thing. Do you know how good you had to have played for English Talent FC to praise you as an Arab man? You know how good you have to play for English Talent FC to play.
AK, English Talent FC is a moron. I don't think we should be prepping him about anything. Money Mace, talk to me.
Can I speak as Money Mace?
Can I
Wise K, if he is proper Britannia, please remove that AVI because I remember that moment and no one can fully tell what he says on the camera in that moment. So
the subtitles, bro. The subtitles.
Don't bring up those subtitles, please. I'm just going to start off with this. First of all, on the last string, HH was absolutely cooking Ter Stegen. Man, any top goalkeeper in the world saves that. That was an easy save. Anybody in the world can handle that. He's some bum-ass goalkeeper. 12 hours later, Chelsea are linked with Mike Maignan for 20 million euros. HH goes on a video. This is what we need. We need a top goalkeeper. This is. I
didn't say this. We know the guy's lying.
Let him finish.
This is an elite goalkeeper. No more Sanchez. No more Robert Sanchez business. We're coming back to the UCL. He does what he normally does. Pulls that Drogba shirt off the wall. He's like, this is where we're going back to, and this guy's gonna help us get back to where we want to be. Could you explain Mike Maignan's performance today?
Oh, I can respond?
Yeah, you can respond.
Buffon has had a bad day. Neuer has had a bad day. Khan has had a bad day. The very best keepers in the world has had a bad day. One bad day doesn't surmise your career.
Doesn't define.
So
That's
you just using one game to not summarize a guy's career means nothing.
I've never seen.
But more importantly, when is your club going to win your first Champions League?
Wait, this is an international hangout.
No. That's why because see, you can't criticize our transfer dealings until I speak fluent UCL, so. Moneymates, I'm trying really hard to understand what you're saying, and Moneymates, it's really hard because Moneymates, I don't speak basic. Basically,
that makes it.
I don't speak domestic. I don't speak domestic.
Well, you clearly do because you signed a relegation striker. So,
did we?
You did. You signed a striker that got
It's saying
relegated.
that next bid is going to
You
be
actually
5
speak
million
championship.
Nigerian naira.
You actually speak championship. I don't know what that language is because you want to get the championship striker in Liam Delap. You know, his dad was a throw-in merchant. You're getting that guy as your striker.
Wait, question. Wait,
hold up. You've only so you've only so Arsenal only been one UCL final.
Wait, Moneymates, when Ramsdale was where was he before you signed him again, Ramsdale?
He was in the Premier League.
No, which team was he? Did he come from?
We didn't give him no number 9.
Hold on. Do you know what I find weird? We are talking about France against Spain and you're just focusing on one player.
Can you zoom into my AVI quickly?
No, okay, we'll move on.
Doesn't this look like so racist? Like,
all right.
Doesn't that look Brexit?
Moneymates, continue.
We'll move on to the next one.
Is Nigel Farage in the background?
Moneymates.
Yeah, Tommy Robinson's in the background. We'll move on to the next player. A certain Kylian Mbappe, who HH really tried to tell me, people like Disputed and Wheelchair Critic tried to tell me that this guy is better than Lamine Yamal. with a straight face, this guy's a better footballer than Lamine Yamal. Why? Because he's got a hat-trick against Betis, he's got a hat-trick against Elche, he scored 5 goals. Leganés, Valencia, Valladolid, Deportivo La Coruña, Macarena FC, 4 goals here, 5 goals here.
Benidorm. Elche for promotion, by the way.
Yeah,
Benidorm. I'm pretty sure didn't he score against Gibraltar as well?
Ibiza.
Ibiza FC,
Gibraltar.
This guy has literally...
Gymnastics.
He actually did score a couple goals against Cadiz as well. He's literally.
Hey, look, man, they all count, bro. So
he's been stat padding in the Spanish league, but then in the big games against Barcelona in the league, not there. In the big games against in the UCL, not
Gacy
there.
hat-tricks don't count, by the way.
Yeah, today, not there. Like, HH, you showed my AVI. What top player in this position passes the ball? The goalkeeper's on the floor already. He's literally on the floor.
Moneymates, what is Mbappe's mission? What was he here to do?
To try
just
and
what was he? What was Mbappe here to do?
The Ballon d'Or, because HH, there were
no. That's
Moneymates,
that's a side quest.
Ballon d'Or still.
No, that's a side quest. Mbappe is here to win 2 World Cups.
How's it a side quest when he hasn't even accomplished it?
No, because it's an 11 side quest, bro. This guy is already a World Cup GOAT. His mission is to get 2 World Cups.
HH, can you name me any of the major trophies he's won from the World Cup?
It doesn't matter. All that matters is the most important trophy. That's why are we here?
No.
World Cup.
HH.
And also, let's be real. We're not here, and we're here to win a World Cup in our first try. That's what we're here for. First try.
Name me the difference between Name me the difference between Mustafi's trophy cabinet and Mbappe's trophy cabinet. Can you name the difference?
Facts.
Oh yeah. I remember when Mustafi scored in the World Cup, and I remember that. Continue.
Fucking defender.
Mustafi has a World Cup, and HH, this is my point. Like, you've tried telling me he's a GOAT of football, and he's on his way to being a GOAT of football. Like, here's the thing: if you play for PSG, then we're gonna judge you on what you've done in the Champions League. Like, yes, Doué and Dembele played bad today, but at the end of the day, they balled out in the Champions League and delivered the Champions League to PSG. So I'm not going to judge them. Meanwhile, Mbappe didn't ball out in the Champions League, played really bad against Arsenal, then played really bad against Dortmund last year with PSG, and his career is having golden boot races in France with Aubameyang and Lacazette.
Wait,
don't forget Balogun as well, man.
Moneymates, can you tell me who had a better season, Mbappe or Lewandowski?
Oh wow!
Am I
Don't
lying?
forget Ben Yedder.
Well,
Don't forget those
Yeah,
Ben
am
Yedder.
I lying?
Ben Yedder.
Well, did Lewandowski score 6 goals against Benidorm and Ibiza? I don't think so.
Wait, okay, no, wait. How many goals did Lewandowski get this season? How many goals?
42, I think. Mbappe has like 44.
43. 43 or 44.
Oh, so Mbappe scored more goals
Like
than
2 more
Lewandowski.
goals.
No,
No,
I think
not
they have
more goals. More a goal.
Yeah,
Oh, he scored more than Lewandowski.
He scored 2 more goals.
Oh, so he scored 2 more goals than Lewandowski. Interesting.
Yeah, with the
In his
help of
debut
the-
season.
and-
In his debut season. So Lewandowski has been here for like what, like 5 years.
No,
In his very
well,
first season, he scored more. Interesting.
He beat him with the help of the Spanish Federation. and the Spain.
But like, he just waltzed and scored more than a guy who's been here for like 5 years.
I mean,
Lewandowski won 3 more trophies on his head.
You know, it took a Lewandowski
Yeah,
injury and
Just
Spanish
me the
flu.
mic, bro. Just me the mic.
scored a bunch of goals and didn't contribute to any major trophies or any significant moments. Man, congratulations on having a Harry Kane season, Kylian Mbappe. Like, I'll give you the congratulations.
I mean,
You've done a Harry
Manimis,
Kane.
this hate you have for an innocent man is wild.
It's not
He's
hate.
he's just a regular
You
man
start
that's just
this.
trying to live his life.
You started.
Same as the love you have for him.
He's not innocent.
Money Miss, are you Algerian like Mbappe? Money Miss, are you Algerian
Wait,
like
no, because okay. Should I stop calling him Messi's daddy? Then will you stop criticizing him? If I stop calling him
Yes,
Messi's daddy.
actually, yes.
No,
No,
we
no, no,
want
no.
you to.
Yes.
We want you to criticize him and
Okay,
No,
That is
okay.
true. That
the-
is true.
the day
Okay, so
you start being
so
this-
we want you to.
everybody
hear
okay, so I
about
should
him.
stop calling him Messi's daddy.
No, it's not
No,
just
no, no,
that.
HH,
It's that
HH.
you hold him to the standard of Messi and Ronaldo when he's not that, and when it comes time to criticize him, you don't hold him accountable.
Look at him objectively.
Yeah, the day you start judging Mbappe objectively and you don't start drinking because Mbappe lost the football match. Like, you don't even drink when Chelsea lose football matches, but you drink when Mbappe loses a football match. Like, what is wrong with you? Like,
Money Miss,
you
it's great. It's
actually
great.
love
It's great
Mbappe.
how
Money
being
Miss,
black
if my
gets
club is
points,
moving
you know.
like this, the things.
You know, HH did say he doesn't rate Mbappe as a footballer. Like, he doesn't rate him that high.
Yeah. Oh, no, guys. My whole thing about guys, the whole thing about like what he
He's
did in
just
our
black.
World Cup final. I'm hold up. I'm conflicted. Based on my tesh, he doesn't pass my tesh test. But what he did in our World Cup final is one of the most shocking things I've ever seen in my life. So I'm like, I have to support him based on what he did in our World Cup final. I simply have to.
Well, listen,
Because like because
we'll
he
have a discussion
literally
about that. We can have a discussion about that because he produced a hat trick, including 2 penalties in a World Cup final. That sounds impressive. But then when you break it down and say, because when you say it's a hat trick in a World Cup final, that sounds impressive. Now,
No, it's not only the hat trick money. It was the goal to make it 2-2. It was that goal.
It sounds better without context.
No, Ricardo. Without context, he scored a hat trick in a World Cup final. That sounds excellent. Now let's add context. He scored a hat trick consisting of 2 penalties against Tagliafico and Otamendi. That really doesn't sound that impressive, especially considering that Weghorst scored 2 goals against Tagliafico and Otamendi in the space of 10 minutes in that same World Cup.
From open play.
From open play. No penalties.
Let me add that one to my agenda book. I hadn't even thought about it.
Wait, hey, Chich, does Mbappe pass your bedroom test?
With flying colors.
Flying colors.
So that's a yellow to J2S. Is Wasker on a yellow?
No.
He's actually on nothing. By the way.
He's bookless.
And Wasker
you can't do that. You can't do it. Clean tackle.
We'll see. Kenny, go for it. Kenny, and then
that was racially motivated.
Barras was Kenny.
I'm going to speak on the game. Like, the agendas is nice and Mbappe.
Thank you. But basically, Kenny, people are just hating, bro.
But for me, like, the thing, guys are saying that it was like Spain outplayed. Honestly, even when it was 4-0, I don't think Spain was that much better than France. I think Spain was probably more. They was definitely more clinical when they took their chances. But I don't think that, honestly, at the 4-0, I don't think it was a 4-0 game. I don't think it was a 5-1 game as well. I do think that Spain probably deserved to win the game, but I don't think that, like, 5-4 is definitely more a reflection of the game than like a 4-0 or 5-1. I don't think that there was that much difference between both teams. Like, compared to like the last semi-finals when they beat them, like what was it, 2-1 or 3-1 at the Euros?
Preach.
that game, Spain dominated way more than this actual game today. I feel like today's game it was a very good game. I think that Spain was definitely more clinical, and some of the decisions that Deschamps make, like starting Longley, like for me, the Olise starting him, I don't mind it. I think last game against Croatia, he performed worse. I didn't mind the starting 11, but if we know some of the players, Doué was poor today. Olise was poor as well. Mbappe.
What do you make of Dembele's performance?
I think that let's bro, he was alright. He was decent, but he was not in extra. Like he did some defense sometimes, yes, but him as well, he missed chances.
Nah, Kenny, that's crazy. One guy turns around and says, "This is the Ballon d'Or off," and the best you can give me is I.
But that's what it was. He was alright. He wasn't bad, but he was decent.
I'm not gonna lie. Dembele got his chain snatched. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like it was decent, but like, yeah.
Okay, but come on, should this really affect his Ballon d'Or?
No, it shouldn't.
Because Lamine's winning it regardless.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's good.
Okay, that was weird.
But yeah, like, if you look at the game, like, I think that if you swap the two goalkeepers, maybe France win that game, because I feel like
Wait, Kenny, why do you say that?
What
do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
It's just all I'm saying is that Unai Simon for me makes some decisive save, and Maignan when let's go. At least he could have saved at least two, like one or two. Like that last Yamal goal. I'm sorry, like you have to.
No, that was bad. That
was a poor performance from the keeper there. I feel like I said, if Maignan performs better, maybe this game does not. Maybe this game goes to extra time and stuff like that. But yeah, defensively, these guys were getting dominated. Like Hernandez, defensively is not the best. Like I said, Langley in 2025. Like, come on, what are we doing? Konate, every time I see him outside of the Van Dijk, if Konate is not next to Van Dijk, let's go. He looks like a mid defender. He's a decent defender, yeah. But when you play him next to the A guy, he performs well. He's decent, but he's not spectacular. But I think he made some good saves. Like, he made some good swaps. I think Gusto was better than Kalulu when he came on. CHERKI as well. Barcola as well. The thing with Barcola is that he creates chances, but this guy, like, sometimes his end product.
He's too erratic, bro. The guy's too erratic.
But overall, Spain deserved it. I think they were the better team, but I think it was a close game. I don't think that Spain outrightly dominated them, or I think it was a close game, but the more clinical team won. So yeah, that's it.
Barry.
Yeah, HH, can you? Yeah, can someone else go just before me? Because there's someone at my door. I'm gonna.
Can I go? Can I go first?
Wait, can I go after?
So it was J2S, Ricardo, then Chronicle. J2S.
I just want to quickly talk on Chelsea's future goalkeeper, but I'm gonna have the GOAT analyst do this analysis for me.
Bro, Drogba lives. Wait was that? He lives. Wait, hold on. Let me bring that. You see the same thing right there? Drogba watched over us for the top four. He watched over us for the conference thing, and now he's watching over us for this damn thing right now, which is this Mike Menino. Need this. Let me explain why you need this right now. Okay. You know what? This is like the total flex here. I'm not big on, can he play from the back? Can he be tactically good? Can he be good with the feet? I'm not into that freaking hipster garbage. Can you give me a Courtois over an Onana all day, every day? Courtois, he's competent enough, but Courtois, I want my keeper to be the proper lifeline of defense. I want a master. I don't want a jack of all trades. I want a master one.
All right. Okay. You know what? Okay. No. Okay. Here's the thing. One bad game doesn't make anything. And okay. Just okay. Do me real with you. Just do me real. Chronicle, Kenny, I don't really agree with this. I'm still taking Maignan over Grover.
Easily. Hey, Church, let me just say something. First of all, you signed the first injury-prone goalkeeper I've ever seen in my life. Like, how do you become an injury-prone goalkeeper? Can anyone explain that to me?
J2S, Chelsea's medical team is one of the best on the planet. Trust me. And if you have to give him
didn't
drugs,
see Lavia for a whole year.
Yeah, just ask
Love
me.
is different. Love is different, man.
No, but HH, have you watched Mignon throughout the Serie A this season?
Okay, look. My thing is this: this season it's been dodgy. He's not been the level he's been. But Jesus, I don't think you understand. Jesus, yes, Jesus, I don't think.
Filet mignon, man.
Jesus,
no, he's pulling it out again. He's pulling the proper jersey out again.
This is when you wear this, it gives you with different powers. Now, I don't mean no disrespect to AC Milan or France, but this shrouds you. You know, it's like when the Jedi or the Sith wear those robes. Once he comes into this robes, trust me, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see a different Mike Mignon.
No, HH, did that jersey give Sanchez powers?
Sanchez is a special case. With special breaks and cases that can be helped. Mignon can be helped.
Did it give Gallagher special powers?
Special case.
How many special cases have they got at Chelsea?
No. There are a few. J2S, speak of the game. J2S, you have 5 seconds to speak of the game, or else I will throw this down both through you. You have 4 seconds.
I mean, first of all, why are you dressed like the Nigerian Kang?
If I said that, I would have got sent off. By the way.
Good, because I'm saving out on heating and it's a bit chilly. So
can you explain to me why a 17-year-old
saving
is
up on heating
a so-called World Cup GOAT's daddy? Can you explain that to me?
As in who's daddy?
You know who it is. It's
you can only be a father if you have a World Cup. Yamal has gotten the better of Mbappe over a few games. It is what it is.
I said a few games, by the way.
But Yamal,
few means 2 or 3. Few means 2 or 3, by the way. It's been a good back and forth between both guys. But my thing though is
back and forth. It's just been one way.
Yeah, like I said, back and forth, bro. This is not a rivalry, buddy. This is not a rivalry.
But my thing though is, Jesus, let's be real. Like Yamal is not Mbappé's daddy. Come on, bro. Like Jesus, you know it. Like you know that Mbappé's that guy.
No, he is.
Like, come on,
it's 7-0, and the one W he has is when he got subbed off at halftime.
When Barcelona were winning.
You're telling me Mbappe can only win against Yamal when Yamal isn't on the pitch?
And mind you, he dropped a stinker that game too.
J2S, pinky promise, pinky bets. If Zidane was the coach of this team, you'd see Mbappe dropping hat-tricks every single day. Yamal has the good fortune of being coached by De La Fuente, a good coach. Yamal has the good fortune of being coached by the Flickster. Do you know what it means to win the European Golden Boot, coached by De Mencelotti? That is literal gig.
You were coming at me.
That's literal gig. And also,
that was a miss.
Jesus, do you know what it means to be playing under Didier Deschamps, this fossil fuel? Jesus, I promise you, if Zidane was coach, peak Mbappe, peak.
Those misses have nothing to do with Deschamps.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, HH. I don't know.
HH, who's the better manager, Xavi or Deschamps? Again, HH.
Oh, that's easy. Come on.
HH, again, who's the better manager, De La Fuente or Deschamps?
I plead the 6th.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I plead the 6th. It's my right. No. Hold up. Last I checked, we still live in a world of rules and laws. I plead the 6th.
It's plead the 5th.
I plead the 6th. No. Ricardo, for you, it's the 5th. For me, it's the 6th.
No, we all know Mbappe plays the 7th.
My life not stand on business like you, man. It's actually quite impressive. Like you never.
You know the funniest thing is this guy keeps saying Mbappe has a misfortune of playing with Deschamps when Deschamps the only reason he has that World Cup.
Oh, so you're saying Mbappe didn't win the World Cup in spite of Deschamps?
He had the luxury of riding.
Wait, hold on. So we're gonna forget what a 19-year-old did. Announced himself to the world in that game against Argentina, and what that guy did. Guys, why the hatred? Guys, allow love into your heart. Allow positivity into your heart, man.
HH, let's go back to 2018. Yes or no? Was Pogba better than Was Pogba better than Mbappe in that World Cup?
In the World Cup campaign?
2018.
Of course, the campaign.
No.
They were like they were about level.
No.
And also like and also as well, there's an age tax on Mbappe. So because he was 19, you have to add a tax to that based on how young he was. So.
If you're young, if you're old enough, you're good enough.
No. You have to add a tax
doesn't that apply
there.
to Lamine Yamal then? Dunking on
Yeah, hold him to the same standard. Stop
Wait, hold on, guys. Guys, Yamal is a literal unicorn, so that doesn't count. We're dealing with something we've not seen since freaking. Bro, we've not seen this since. Wait, what's that damn jersey?
He's going for the Drogba shirt again.
We've not. No. Do the Drogba's after. Protocol. That's crazy. Protocol. Come on. That's crazy. I was going to lie.
Lamin's already showed a higher Drogba.
Well, Ricardo, chill.
But Yamal's doing it against actual professionals, not plumbers and electricians.
No.
You see, I hate when
Can I speak?
No, HH.
Oh, I'm back. Can I go to
Do you have any Pele highlights? Do you have any Pele highlights?
Yes, they're in black
Actually,
and white.
you know what? I was scrolling through Instagram.
No, KJ, give me
I was
color
wait, hold on. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this Pele showreel.
Pele?
And I was like, wow.
Who's Pele?
Wow.
Open the book.
Wow. When I saw that, I was watching this Pele. I was like, wow. I was like, Pele, you know what? Yes. Because he was guys, that's bro. He was too far ahead of his time. Wisky, you know you're in the yellow, bro. Barry, grab the mic and then after that.
Please stop saying Mbappe.
Yes, that's that, bro.
Pele, man. Shout out Pele.
It's like his idol PayPal as well.
Pele, bro.
Barry, grab the mic.
Where is Pele from?
Barry, grab the mic.
I bet you he says the Argentine's number 10 name wrong.
Yeah. There's too much chaos in this panel.
No, not him.
Yeah, but
Barry, thoughts of the game.
Guys, please. Yeah, I think this game it tells more about France because we know what Spain are. They're a top 2 national team. It's either them or Argentina. Maybe Argentina because they're World Cup winners. We have to give them that respect. But Spain is very close. Yes. So what I saw today doesn't surprise me. But France, I think it starts with Deschamps. And the thing is that France under him, they never played beautiful football. They do get ball, but the issue is that I think the biggest thing is the selection of players.
Team selection.
Yes, 100%. There's no way in hell that Mama's boy in Big 2025 should be the starting midfielder. There's no way that Clément Anglais. He's always been an average player, average at best.
Simeone made him look good this year.
He's trash in my books. He should never be in this lineup. And when you look at the amount of talent, even in Clairefontaine, because we have to stop with this loyalty type stuff, because I think the best way to leave for him was after the 2022 World Cup, because that's when the old guard, they gave their last best effort. Griezmann, Giroud, Lloris, somewhat, Varane, the old heads, they gave their best efforts. It was the best time for him to leave, because now we have the new generation with Mbappe, which we're going to speak on later, and then you have new talent like a Désiré Doué. You have Dembele, who is emerging as a world-class player now since what we saw from him this season, Konate, Tchouaméni, and all of these dudes. So this is the new generation, and CHERKI also, which we're going to talk about also. So Deschamps, you need to leave, man. Like you've done your thing. You're World Cup winning coach. You've done your thing. It's time for the big boss. It's time for Zidane to take over.
Yes,
because I truly think. I don't think they're going to play good football with Zidane, but his selection of players is definitely going to be way better than Deschamps. And Kili, we need to be serious here. I know it's your boy, and all that, but 2018 is going to be 7 years now. 7 years. Do you know the amount of stuff that happened in 7 years? And you're still bringing that up. He's a grown-ass man now. He's going to be 27 in not very long. And you're still bringing up what he did at 19. We need to stop this. There's more than the World Cup. There's club competitions. There's the UCL. You always say the two flex.
Yes.
Club, international, and even international. He's not doing it nowadays.
The
2022 World Cup, that was 3 years ago.
Mbappe
You've had the Euros.
Mbappe hasn't flexed since 7 years, by the way.
Yeah, like
this is so
HH, man.
HH. So uncomfortable. You got no.
The truth hurts. The truth hurts.
And you need to pray he does something in America, because if he doesn't do anything, it's going to be a decade since he has done something relevant in the big stage. And you know, like,
okay, so Barry, you're saying that being a 90th World Cup winner, that expires. I saying that expires.
It's been expired, man.
Wait, give me a
It's like a
second.
40-year-old white woman. It's like a 40-year-old white woman. It's expired, man. Allow it.
What?
You're not a 40-year-old white woman that expired.
I mean, it's your wrong. Go for it. Yeah, Barry. Skin tax. We're saying Barry. Continue, Barry.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, black don't crack. But you know, wait, Barry.
Yeah, I was just saying that, like, I was just saying that, like, he needs to do something ASAP, because you know, a decade's approaching. That's what I'm saying.
Ricardo, what do you want?
All right, look, I don't think my opinion differs too much from everybody here. I do agree that Deschamps, he should let it go. He had his run. He won a World Cup, got another finals in there, stunk it up in the Euros. Oh, actually, no, he got to the finals of the Euros. That's successful. Now, what is true, they've never really played very beautiful football. But at the end of the day, the results matter, because I think we're all looking at Deschamps very differently if France won that last World Cup. But because of margins, a penalty shootout, we don't look at him how we were speaking about him the way we speak. Honestly, the way I view it, somebody's.
My fault.
Wait, hold on. No. Before. Continue.
Yeah, look, I think I differ in terms of the whole you need to boot this guy out and get Zidane, as if Zidane is some miracle worker. Like, let's not forget the type of team he inherited when he was at Real Madrid. That was no bum team. So, I mean, personally, I think Zidane could take this team to playing better football, but I don't think they're gonna turn them like into world beaters overnight.
So do you think this team needs Pogba?
It's not that they need Pogba, because Pogba is not Pogba anymore, man. The guy hasn't even played. Why is nobody's looking after him?
He has a very rare profile. That's not easy.
That man does not even have a club as of now.
Like, bro,
I'm just asking.
Look, they had Pogba. They had Pogba. They had Pogba. They had Kante, which are rare finds, by the way. And they also had Griezmann. Like, you can't just replace those players. Like, it is what it is. I don't think, bro. I'll be dead ass to you. If Zidane goes to France, if your expectation is to win the World Cup, look, I might be wrong, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
No. I didn't say, because winning a World Cup is hard, especially one consisting of every single country in the world apart from Nigeria. But no. But my thing though is to actually do a lot better than I think they will do under Deschamps and play better football.
Bro,
but I'm sorry, but playing better football at the end of the day doesn't guarantee you anything, because it's a results-based sport.
Especially international football. You can't.
I'm telling you right now, France might get grouped.
No, that's not this. Not with this.
You know how the groups work, right?
Wait, hold on, case relax. Swift isn't performing yet. She's performing afterwards. Ricardo.
With like this new format of the Galaxy Cup, there's no way he's getting grouped. Like, let's be honest. Look, in terms of this game, I thought it was a weird game, and I said this yesterday, just because Nations League, you can't really gauge on how you're assessing these teams, because some players are out, some players are not taking it serious. It's hard to really talk about what you're really viewing here. It was a weird game, but to me, both defenses were ass. So, like, the fact that this was only a 9-goal thriller is kind of putting it lightly, because if Unai Simon and Dean Huijsen, he had a fantastic game. If those two weren't on point tonight, France probably would have blown Spain out in the very beginning. Like, they had so many chances, and it's just down to Doué, Mbappe, what's his name, Dembele, and Olise. They were just garbage. In front of that, they were garbage. That's all it really was.
Don't forget Barcola's volley. Don't forget Barcola's shit.
But Barcola, that guy is a sprinter, man. Like, I don't know, that French drill rapper is what I like to call it. Like,
it's trash.
like the the difference today was just the clinicalness. That's all it was. Spain were just more clinical, and so like I said, it's hard to gauge these teams. Now CHERKI, look, he had a great cameo. There's no denying that. But like I said, it's hard to understand what you're watching. By the time CHERKI came in, guess what? Pedri had been off, Nico had been off. That's the transitional threat gone. That's the player that controls the tempo of the game. Spain already up 5-1. The team's probably complacent. They probably think they're few. They grab a bunch of goals. So I mean, not only that, and this is just an agenda. What I'm about to say.
Fair enough.
Not that it really stands though. But Dembele came up. They scored 3 goals. But anyways, so
Shameless,
I do.
shameless.
I do.
That's shameless. That is, yeah, we're kind of that's
Yeah,
shameless.
look, hey, did I lie? Okay. Anyways, so
Colomani
look,
scored a goal. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So like,
And he
look,
missed the chance as well.
hey, you're not gonna score all of them. You're not gonna score. We talked about Ronaldo's conversion rate. Let's talk about Colomani's
Send that
conversion
lanky
rate.
bastard back to Congo, man. I'm serious,
Okay, look,
man.
so like I said, you
Whoa,
remove
that was wild.
you remove the Champs. I don't think, and you put in Zizou. I don't think you're getting.
Hey,
Damn,
you
can
son
I
of a-
speak?
Wait, let's Ricardo speak. Ricardo.
Casey, my favorite pundit, man. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting 1970s Brazil. So if you're gonna criticize Deschamps for doing what he did and going 5-1 down, then you gotta give him some credit for them scoring 3 fucking goals and replying, even though the game was practically dead. Like, he made some good subs. We'll give him that at minimum. But if you look at the mistakes, let's be honest. The first goal. Bro, look, it was Theo Hernandez. He gave all the time in the world for Lamine Yamal to just thread that ball right into the pocket. Like, bro, the one thing Lamine Yamal, he strikes fear into these fullback hearts. Because why did he give him that much space? We're not talking about some like rookie fullback. We're talking about like Theo Hernandez is one of the best left backs in the world. He should have done significantly better.
Offensively, he's very.
I mean,
Is he really?
let's be honest. The fullbacks these days don't know how to defend.
True.
And then, bro,
I'll say his brother's probably a better defender than he is, but he's better going forward.
Two ACL injuries, it is what it is. But and then you have Konate. Bro, how are you getting out muscled by Oyarzabal? Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, let's be honest. And then Mike Magnums. This fucking guy, like, what is that? Like, he just let it roll. Like, bro, Ter Stegen might be a better player. I'm just saying, or better goalkeeper. Now, Mbappe, look, I'm not gonna say too much. I think everybody's shit on him, but I will say this, bro. This brother is shameless. Cause I'll be honest, that pen, he made the most of it. That shit was a dive. And then, you know what the funny part was? Lamine won a penalty. To be fair, I honestly thought that was offside. It shouldn't have been given, but it is what it is. We're here for the storyline. He takes the ball. He's like, I'm gonna bury this pen. He knew what the optics was. Lamine Yamal knew the optics.
Yeah.
What happens? Mbappe gets a penalty. He didn't even look Dembele's way, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, that's a shit friend. If you ask me, that's a shit friend. Like, he knew what the optics was, and he didn't give it to Dembele to at least get something. Let him leave the game with something, you know? And that assist, bro, shameless assist. I don't want to hear nothing about that assist because CHERKI did 99% of that goal.
You know, he was doing the same shot in training with both his feet.
Yeah, so
Wait,
look,
was that a
wait,
was
it better
than Ricardo? What was the better assist, Busquets or Mbappe's?
No, well, Busquets put weight on that one.
Yeah,
But anyway, I'll tell you that. I'm sorry, that you're not fooling me, bro. That Mbappe performance was not it, bro. That one pass that who's speaking? I think it was KJ earlier. Where he passed that. I don't know why he would do that. We're talking about Mbappe here. And then there was like a turnover, and he was literally like 1-on-1 from like the half circle on the box to go straight at Unai Simon. And he kicks it right at him. And I'll be honest, a lot of these shots that France took a lot of them were straight at Unai Simon. So like the whole front line was just garbage. And you can't blame the Champs in the sense that you played a bunch of bums up front. He played the Champions League winner, the Ballon d'Or winner, the young Champions League player of the tournament in Doué, who was stinky by the way, but it's okay, he's young. Mbappe, the Golden Boot winner, and Olise, who apparently was the best right winger in the world, not named Lamine Yamal. So I mean, sure, you can say he played them there, he played them here. He played all of them. You can't criticize Deschamps for them not being able to put the ball to the left or to the right of Unai Simon. A lot of these shots were just straight at them. So, I mean, look, all I'm going to say, Lamine Yamal, we got goats to slay on Sunday, man, you know? we're taking Ronaldo's chain on Sunday, and we're taking Messi's chain next year, so, hey, look, it is
KJ, what do you want? KJ, what do you want?
Oh, could I go after?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wait, come back to me. Chronicle, go after.
All right, Chronicle.
Yeah, I agree with the consensus that what Ricardo was saying. I think you guys are being a bit too harsh on Deschamps. I'm not going to lie. I mean, France, for the first 30, 40 minutes, in my opinion, actually controlled most of the game. They had the more bigger chances. I just think, to be honest, the decision-making from Mbappe and just the rest of the crew was just poor. It really kicked them in the arse because then they had to come back from 4-0. But look, I'm only going to be brief because I can't be on here long. I didn't see the last 20 minutes because my stream bricked out and I couldn't watch it. So after the Pedri goal, I didn't see Yamal's goal or anything.
Legal stream.
Oh yeah,
legal stream.
No, I paid. No. Shout out Sky because it was definitely on Sky tonight. So. Anyway, but no, I think Dembele, he looked like the Barcelona Dembele. I'm not gonna lie, he was
what the fuck?
Yeah, but just Chronicle talk.
When has Dembele ever performed for France?
Keep talking. No, it's not. It's just the meme. It's the meme. Keep talking.
What the fuck is he wearing?
Wait. Actually, you don't know where this is from.
I know where
it's the meme of the cricket guy when he's
I think no, wasn't it the hockey game?
No, it's the Pakistan. It's the Pakistan.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The last India game I actually watched.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mbappe is easily the most L's in football this season. I mean, like talking about his old club, his country, his new club, not winning anything. Like, sure, he's got all these goals against random ass teams at the bottom of the La Liga, but like, really and truly,
can you name some of those teams?
You don't need to name them.
Real Valladolid, Elche. Who else?
Shout out to Elche.
Lugo. Las Palmas.
Espanyol.
Yeah, the Volcanoes.
Yeah.
Volcano.
Oh man, but I just want to. I know you will talk about Lamine Yamal, Ballon d'Or talk later. I just want to really just say, I've been saying this all season, right? His composure, his decision making is second to none. There is nobody else that can take the time with the ball, even with half a second or 3 seconds. He will make the right decision, the right pass or the right take on. He knows exactly when to shift left to right. He has defenders on toast all the time. And I feel like the reason why people are saying, oh, why you give Yamal so much time on the ball? It's because he's so dynamic with the ball. Like, it's so hard to even, when you feel like you're going to dive into a defender, he can easily just outskill you. Like, his reaction time is incredible, honestly. Regardless of what Dembele won, I have my bias that I think Yamal should win it. But even though trophies does take a part in everything, and I understand that, but we have eyes, guys, 2 eyes. We watch this game of football and we can understand the beauty of, someone who really raises you out your seat, can really just go like, wow, like he's such a good.
Mbappe does that stage his way in different ways.
You're in the yellow, bro. You know that.
Yeah, because the one.
He passes a different itis.
Yeah, how should he get? Is he in the 90 category?
And you know what? Oh, so and Casey, you said you wanted to speak. Casey, you're not speaking now. No. Sorry, I'm a dictator right now. Nah. You step over the line, I'll be a prick. You be a prick, I'll be a prick. Chronicle, continue.
Can I speak after Chronicle?
Yes, Chronicle. Yes, you can. Chronicle.
Obviously, I do think Dembele will ultimately win the Ballon d'Or. I'm not saying that Yamal is going to win it. I'm just saying, in my opinion, if I was selecting it out throughout the season, I'm not going to lie, I haven't watched all of Liga, but I just know that throughout the 90-minute games, the performances, it's not always the full highlight reels you see on YouTube that like really should classify who's the best player in the world. Like, I'm tired of just this one moment of wow factor, like goal, determining everyone shifts their opinion all of a sudden that now this player is now the best player in the world. No, I think Yamal this entire season in the big games, Real Madrid, even in the Champions League, unfortunately they couldn't make it through Inter, but I think genuinely he was just the best player this season. And I don't care if Dembele's on the UCL. So also shout out, I'm going to be a bit biased here. Kukurea is unbelievable. I love that guy. I'm telling you, defensively, attackingly, going inverted, out wide. He's got everything. He's everything you need from a left back. He is so good. Just 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 every
Chelsea.
week. Can't ask anything more. Proper Chelsea. Yeah. Anyway, shout out to I'm gonna leave that. You guys really did say that.
Yo, come on, man.
Critical.
I love
Play
that.
like that, alright. He's the most
I
comfortable
love
bloke
that.
over here. So.
I'm not gonna lie. Proper Chelsea might have more aura than this blue.
VS, Waske, you know you're a bastard. VS, shut up, man. VS, got the mic. VS.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna speak on the match.
Please, no, you can't. VS, we're saying VS.
Hey, Josh, can I go after him?
Yes.
I think.
Wait, Casey, on the Knicks playing later.
Shout out the Pacers.
VS, go ahead. VS.
I think the match was close in the beginning. France had a few chances. I know one chance that came when Marino gave away the ball and Dembele was through on goal, but he flubbed the chance. I think also when Pedri came off, the match entirely changed. It's after Pedri came off, Spain conceded 3 goals. So I think him playing deeper and controlling the midfield was key in that match. And on Yamal, I mean, what can I say? He is the best player in the world. I mean, even in the statements in the press conference, he made that I would give the Ballon d'Or to the player who was the best throughout the season. And I think he was insinuating that people maybe are gonna give it to Dembele based on just the 6 months in 2025 he had.
5 months no La Liga goal. Remember that.
What?
Don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
drop the break.
Don't do that.
Yeah, and hold on.
That's stupid.
Yeah, VS, continue, man.
Wait, AJ, are we gonna have a Ballon d'Or section?
Hey,
Yeah,
are you gonna be
yeah.
honest for once, or you're just gonna be biased?
KJ, are you gonna mute your mic and allow someone to talk?
I mean, I think Yamal was insinuating that maybe people are gonna give Ballon d'Or to Dembele based on the 6 months he has in 2025. But I think what he was trying to say is that the Ballon d'Or should be given to the best player of the season who has been consistent throughout the season. And if we are to be honest, that from the first day, the first match of the season when matches kicked off and to the last day until the Champions League, all the performances from August to up till May and June, I think Yamal has been consistent and has given performance not only in 2025 but in the 2024 in the beginning of the season, because as I remember that Dembele wasn't having any moments in the first part of the season, and it's only in 2025 that he bagged like I think 25 or 30 goals. That out of his, I think 25 of his goals from the 33 came in 2025 alone. And PSG were struggling in the group stages and in the beginning of the season. So I think Ballon d'Or should also be given not just based on the moments. I know that it's end of the season is main to get, it's key to getting those trophies and all. But it's also the beginning of the season. It's how you start. And in the beginning, PSG weren't looking that good and Dembele wasn't performing. So I think the consistency and the performances, I think in stats as well, I think he scored 2 goals. His finishing has improved as in this 2025. I think in the last 1 month alone, he has scored, I think, 10 goals, 8 to 10 goals. So I think his finishing has also improved. I think Spain were lucky in few moments because they were clinical. Maignan had a very bad game. I don't know. And I think midfield-wise, Spain dominated France, but as you can see that the attacking options France have, I think it's gonna be. I think in the last 15 minutes we could see as soon as Pedri came off and there was a loss in midfield from Spain side and chaos emerged that France players started to thrive. That Mbappe was making some crazy runs. Although before that, I have a question, HS. Why is it only that after France losing and that he starts to press, but he isn't pressing before? And as soon as he got his goal from penalties, he then stopped again from pressing the centre backs or the goalkeeper. I don't know why. Where is his motivation to press like Dembele for PSG?
Life is complex. That's why life is complex.
What are these answers? What are these answers, bro? This guy's a...
Life's good. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me go. Let me come to your boy KJ. KJ, talk to me.
Wait, did you get that in Chinese New Year cookie?
HH, when it comes to France, Deschamps, as Ricardo said, the problem now is the selection. You know, when it comes to the style argument, right, I don't think it's as realistic as people say it is. If you want to look at goals, right, because that's what we based a lot of football on, right? If you look at that Spain team that won that World Cup in 2010, they scored, what, 7 goals? France scored like 18 goals the whole tournament in 2018, okay? I'm sorry, I don't believe this thing just because you pass the ball around and you score no fucking goals, you're a better team, okay? Spain is just more revered because of what they did over that short span of time in international tournaments. But if you actually look at goal scoring, France put the ball in the back of the net a lot more than that Spain team did. So my thing with him is, I understand the style because realistically, to say that you're going to coach beautiful football at the top level, it's very hard unless all those players play at the same club. Like, it's quite hard to build that kind of relationship. That's why a manager like Pep probably wouldn't work at international level. Because it's quite hard to build that when you're seeing players 3 or 4 times a year. So I don't quite have a problem with the system. My problem for the last 2 years with Deschamps has been team selection. Because HH, the fact of the matter is, whatever you think of his shortcomings as a manager, right? International football isn't about playing the best football. It's about playing the most effective
true, no, 100%. Yes.
It's about playing the most effective football. And the fact of the matter is, his talent level has always been to a certain extent.
But do you think that Deschamps has been here for too long? Or you think that he should be around?
I'll say this. We can't argue with the system. We have to argue with the personnel selections at this point now, right? Going forward. I do think changing it now, HH, might be a bit of a knee-jerk reaction in my opinion, right? I think that if let's say if you were to sack him today, a year out from the World Cup, I wouldn't mind it. But also, I can understand arguments against it, right? I do think after 2026, whether he wins or loses, HH, I do think he should step aside. And if he refuses to step aside, I think the French Federation should, make it seem like, it was an amicable breakup. But to the game, right? HH, this, like, what's his name said? Kenny said earlier, this wasn't a 4-0 when it was 4-0. Like, France missed so many chances, is the first thing. Yes. Secondly, Spain defensively, right? They were let off by the fact that those guys up front today had an off day, right? Dembouz is my guy, and I still think he should win the Ballon d'Or. But he didn't have a good game today. He tried a bit in the first half, but he was feeling the ball at Simon all the time. It wasn't a good performance in terms of finishing. MBAPPE was a scrub until he scored that penalty, right? Very unserious in front of goal. Doué didn't do much, and Elise was practically non-existent. Now, when those players came on, right, Barcola gave them that speed, that directness that we know he has. But he's obviously a scrub in front of goal, so we knew that was going to happen anyway. That volley from that corner, he had a lot more time than he thought. I don't know why he tried to slam the ball. He did the same thing in the World Cup, in the Champions League final, where the ball came in from a corner, and instead of having some composure, he just tries to, I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, CHERKI was very good. He impressed me quite a lot. His passing was fantastic, actually. And that was the goal of the night, wasn't it?
Stupid goal. That goal was stupid.
That was the best goal of the night.
Yes.
Yamal, now, first of all, he's practically unguardable at this point. I'm sorry. I know Kalulu, right? Another problem I have with Deschamps. Kalulu plays as a centre-back in Italy. Why do you think that in his first game...
Can I say his name?
For France, right?
No.
No. In his first game for France, right, you think that playing him at right back against Yamal is a good idea. That you can blame Deschamps for, because that's a diabolical decision.
Well, against Williams.
Just go with one of your regular right.
He was playing against Williams.
Exactly.
Wait, can you drop a Rick?
So, like, the fact of the matter is, right, he doesn't...
No, he got the fullback wrong. Yamal's against Hernandez.
Bro, it's
and I think we are sleeping on that Nico Williams performance.
LJ, just continue. LJ, continue.
Wait, KJ, did you just mix up Yamal and Nico Williams?
Yeah, my fault. Anyways. Right.
I think we are sleeping on that Nico Williams.
Is it a color thing?
This is not the game. This is not the game.
What?
This is not the game to start.
Kenny, that didn't land. Kenny, that didn't land.
What do you mean? They're both. They're both black. They're both black.
I know, but the way you said it didn't land. KJ, continue.
Man.
You already know black. Stop off it. Anyways, so AJ,
you sure?
His Deschamps' decision, that was diabolical, right? AJ, I don't know how Rabiot survived that first half. Like, why Rabiot didn't get taken off and Tchouameni brought on is diabolical to me, right? But then again, Pedro's been running rings around Tchouameni all season, so maybe it wouldn't have changed anything. But the fact of the matter is, Rabiot shouldn't have come on in that second half. And he conceded that penalty, which was a terrible challenge. He was nowhere near the ball. So yeah, Rabiot, disaster class of a night, right? The fact of the matter is, France did well to get back into the game, and HH. The fact of the matter is, if they had been a bit more clinical in the box, we're possibly looking at a 5-5 here. Even though I understand some of the goals might have been garbage time goals, but I do think it's probably a closer game than suggests the 4-0 was, right? Last thing on Yamal, HH. I'm sorry, right? The kid's been very good this season, but if we're being objective, right? From start to finish of the season, Rafinha.
Here we go, man. Here we go.
Barca's most consistent player. Okay, you guys can.
So you're saying that Rafinha has been more important to Barca this season than Yamal.
You can't steal goals from teenagers.
He was robbed of the UCL player of the season. He was robbed of UCL player of the season.
Give me a second. You can't win Champions League player of the year and not win it. I'm sorry. Okay. At least with the mortals, not Messi and Ronaldo. Take those two out. I'm talking about the mortals.
Well, Rafinha tied the all-time record.
The fact of the matter is, that's fair. He didn't win it. Anyways, the fact of the matter is, right? Whatever you want to say about Dembouz didn't start good at the start of the season, you're gonna turn around and excuse Yamal not scoring a league goal for like 5 months. That doesn't make sense. We need to have a balanced argument here. Stop this reactionary thing with Yamal. Well, I've said I think he has been a top 5 player in the world this season, HH. Fact, in my opinion. But to say Ballon d'Or at this point, Ballon d'Or at this point, I think is just Ballon d'Or at this point. I think is just is a bit unreasonable. And like I said, I probably have him third behind Dembouz and Rafinha in my opinion. Right? This game does have some bearing on it. But the fact of the matter is, if PSG do well at that Club World Cup, right, it will have another bearing on Dembouz's what's his name?
Okay, so you're saying
standing, right?
hold up. So you're saying hold up. You're saying that the Club World Cup will have bearing, but not the Nations League.
No. I said this will have a bearing. I just said this will have a bearing. I said this game does have a bearing, but I'm saying Club World Cup also will have a bearing, which obviously works against Yamal.
Shouldn't have a bearing. What are we doing here?
They shouldn't. No. Okay, that's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Me, half hope they should not. But for the journalists and everything, I think it will be.
Stupid bums, bro.
I know.
We have no choice.
But no, okay, we're dealing with reality here. We're not dealing with what we know is true. We're dealing with reality.
When are they voting? Do we know when they actually vote for it?
Like August.
Don't they vote in September or August?
September, right?
Bro, are you telling me if Mbappe dropped a 3-piece in this game and won this match, are you telling me this bold prick is not?
He gets a point. He gets a point.
People who keep saying Mbappe, find some shame, man. It's not happening. He's not top 3. Top 10, but not even top 5
even Deschamps, like they're pushing Dembele right now. We're seeing the Dembele.
Did you see him on Roland Garros?
Otherwise, he would have given the pen to him.
Oh yeah. I saw the Roland Garros.
He's doing the PR tour, HH. And Nasser up in that.
He looked like an African dictator.
HH with Nasser playing with the power players in UEFA and FIFA, whatever you want to call it. The fact of the matter is, HH, the fact that they've extended this Club World Cup, and the fact that you see clubs clearly care about it. Because of that prize money. That's why Madrid just paid Liverpool 10 million euros to get Trent a month early.
And that's why Al Hilal want to spend 200 million on Bruno Fernandes to win it.
So the fact of the matter is they do care about it. So to act like it's not going to be competitive, I think is a bunch of waffle. Now quality is different, but I think the players and the clubs will generally tell them like, bro, this is something we have to take seriously. So the fact of the matter is, I don't think Yamal should win it, but he was fantastic.
Vinny's very.
Wait, hold on. Everybody knows. So shots ball.
I'll be ACL watching.
Why was Bob Marley playing in midfield for France? All right, we'll move on swiftly. Thank you for that one. No, Jess, HH, it's cool. We know where you stand. You're just one of those stats guys now. Sad that the panel have to fight the war on Tesh in your absence.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Jess, here's the thing. I will always be war on Tesh. Mbappe is just an anomaly. He's an anomaly. So he doesn't fight for the allies, nor does he fight for the enemy. But Mbappe, he's like a special case that we need to protect and caress.
What do you mean by special?
Is he like Switzerland?
I know that's you, bro. Shout out to Hamza. He doesn't pass your test, but pass your testicle. Okay, all right.
Did you just say that we have to caress him? You just said we have to caress him.
Shout out to Dembele.
Hey, it is June, by the way. It is June.
Neymar, sir, are you going to have that phone call, Lamine? If so, tell him thank you. Neymar, yep, will do.
Huh?
Can someone decipher this?
Your boy's playing, by the way. Your boy's playing right now.
I know. Ecuador tax.
Vinny's wearing the number 10, bro.
Ecuador is better than Brazil. What the hell are you talking about, Ecuador?
Ecuador is a very good team. I don't know.
They're the best defensive team in South America.
No. All I said is that they're playing Ecuador. Shout out to Stocks.
Name me one Ecuadorian player apart from Enner Valencia.
HH in August. HH in August, he's here for the UCL. January, he's here for La Liga. June, he's here for his second World Cup. 5 more European boots to go. Guys, okay, let me be real. Okay, Mbappe's goal is the second World Cup. Everything else is just extra sauce. Like his main meal are World Cups. UCLs, Ballon d'Ors. These are side quests.
I'm gonna be dead ass with you. He needs to lead Real Madrid to a Champions League. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He needs to lead Real Madrid to a Champions League next season. If you're telling me they don't win the Champions League next coming season,
wait, hold up. If they don't win it, do I get to blame Alonso for being a bozo and a loser?
No, not at all.
Ricardo, what are we saying if they win it, but he gets benched by Rodrigo?
He can't go through the knockouts like he did this year.
Shout out to Talents FC. Maguire equals Yamal goals and assists in La Liga after 6 months.
There is a chance that even if he wins the Champions League next season, the Ballon d'Or is going to the World Cup winner, which might be Yamal.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
HH pronounces the M in Mbappe like a micro. Okay. That's what I say. Mark my words, Zidane won't even crack a semi. Hashtag. Okay.
What about Southgate?
This isn't the NBA. Put Anthony right wing and Spain. Look, man, this is QC8. Mbappe FC is a free kick trophy next to the 20. but so guys, how do you downplay a World Cup goal in a final as a teenager? Guys, do you know what it means to downplay that? Guys, do you know how rare that is?
Okay, can I explain this to you?
Yes.
When did Endgame release?
Endgame was it 2019?
2019.
Yes, 2019. How many years has it been?
Since Endgame. 6 years.
Yeah. So now I have a question now. It's actually after Mbappe won that World Cup. And what is the state of MCU right now compared to 2019?
Yeah, it's crap, doesn't it? It doesn't exist now, yeah.
And that's the thing with Mbappe.
But Casey, you're missing one thing.
What?
19. Shout to
the last time since the last World Cup, Messi went from an international flop
to how many penalties? How many?
Ironic.
How many penalties? Bro, my goats don't score penalties to win World Cups. They don't. Shout out to Mbappe. Stop asking me to pound you down like. All right. Wisely, but hold on. Daniel Brown, a Ballon d'Or winner can't consistently be bad for their nation.
He's talking about Dembele.
Has Dembele been consistently bad for France?
Yes,
he has.
Yeah, but no, I
believe Lamine already has
he literally has one more goal than Yamal in 36 more appearances.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't, especially this season, the type of positioning he plays for PSG is not the same for the national.
Shout out to one of you. Met with a blonde MILF, they don't expire at 40.
This is true.
Okay. Shout out to Lisa Ann, man. Shout out to Lisa Ann.
She's not even blonde. Oh my.
You know what? I'm going to meet Wise guy because I know it's Mexican. Now I wanna switch to Barca reacts. Let me come to you, Barca reacts. Barca reacts. Casey, you are going last. Casey, that's the trash you're saying. So Barca reacts.
Why am I the
does the Ballon d'Or discussion change, or should we have should it be up until the UCL final? Should we count the Nations League for this whole thing?
Okay, I think honestly we should count everything. Like, to be honest, even though Barca's not in the Club World Cup, I'm not going to be stupid. I think everything counts. I think Club World Cup counts, Nations League, obviously UCL, La Liga, Liga, all of it, right? But I can't lie, when the players are matched up, you know what it is? Things that I feel like Dembele doesn't really care about the Ballon d'Or. Like, he hasn't really spoken about it too much.
But reacts, I promise you.
He probably cares inside, but he hasn't.
I can only best way he cares. He wants to win it. He
probably does, but he hasn't showed outward emotion or any quotes. Like Yamal, the way that he was speaking, you could tell that was on his mind, and then he delivers. To be fair, that this is Lamine Yamal, bro. Like, how many big games has this guy like talked the talk? Like he's posting all week on his story, and then he cooks in the game. You know, like this is talking the talk and walking the walk. But to be honest, at the end of the day, Dembele, he won the treble, he won the UCL. In my opinion, he's still the favorite. And by the way, the UCL, what is it called? The UCL best player going to Dembele. I disagree with that. That one actually should have went to Rafinha, in my opinion. But no, actually, because
but you know what it's like? It's like winner's tax. They're always going to give it to like the winning team. So
yeah, but
ever since that,
Paraguay
ever
just
since that
scored
award,
against
they've
Uruguay.
given it to a guy.
Who won it in 2012?
No, it was created in 2016 or something like that. Ever since that, they gave it to a win from the winning team.
No, it was only created like 3 or 4.
So it's like the NBA like finals MVP, like the winner is gonna get that. Okay.
So wait, how many finals MVPs does Steph Curry have?
Oh my God!
Two. I'm making up championships as we speak.
This is the thing, though. I do want to bring this up. Like, you know, like I'm gonna be real. Even though I'm a Barca fan, I'm trying to be logical. Right now, I would say Dembele is still the favorite. Like, if I had to put money on it, you know what I'm saying? I think Dembele still wins. Now it might be like 65-35 in favor of Dembele. But the thing is, right? All these legends, like I don't know if you've seen the quotes. All these legends are saying they'll take Yamal to win the Ballon d'Or.
Even Schweinsteiger said that.
Schweinsteiger said it.
Yeah.
Madrid. This is like Arbeloa from Madrid. Like all these
And Sebastian, and you see now you're now getting to the key thing. These are journalists voting, not a machine or not a stats thing. And these journalists, they are friends with these legends. They speak with these legends. They give interviews with these legends. Because again, for us saying, "Oh, Dembele, this one is done," those journalists, when they're about to vote, I do think that there are a lot of journalists that will just vote for Yamal based on just how people have been talking about it and just how he's been viewed. Those just getting into those minds of those journalists.
No, that's what I was trying to say. Like, and this is the bro. I'm gonna be real. These are the ops that are saying that Bayern Munich legends, Real Madrid legends. This is French legends saying.
Yeah, Figo said it himself. Figo said it himself.
Figo said.
Even the Rat said that.
Figo legitimately said, "I'm going for Inter against Barca," and then the other day he said Yamal should win the Ballon d'Or. So it's like all these people, even if they hate Barca, they think Yamal should win. And I think that the way that because let's be real, these guys, I don't think they care about stats as much.
So let me ask you this though. Just out of it, PSG win the Club World Cup, Dembele goes crazy. Does it end it?
Yeah. I think that's too many trophies, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Okay, Real win the Club World Cup and Mbappe goes crazy. What happens?
You know what's crazy? I saw the report. I think
I didn't ask what's crazy. I says what happens. Real Madrid win the Club World Cup and Mbappe goes crazy.
What happens? Top 50.
He's gonna
barely
be like
cracks top 5.
I don't think.
Wait, hold on. But it's going to be what? What?
He's gonna be top 3. I don't think Mbappe wins.
Hey, what if Inter Miami do a little something?
Oh, no. There's no if. If Inter Miami wins, Messi wins the Ballon d'Or.
Of course. We on cloud 9. We on cloud 9.
If he somehow gets out of the group, right, like he should get the Ballon d'Or. I'm not kidding.
Now here's a real question. If Chelsea go crazy,
next topic.
And Cole Palmer does also inside. Okay, can I get a podium?
He gets an autism award.
If I had wheels, I'd be a car, bro.
Okay, Casey, talk to me about the Ballon d'Or thing. How does it
Wait,
work?
is there a Make-A-Wish Ballon d'Or?
First of all, I'm noticing something here. Whenever like me, YSK, J2S says something, you straight away show us a yellow card.
Yes.
I'm just noticing something. There's
very
a
interesting.
constant there. There's a constant there. But,
I must be brown too.
I think the dude is on a yellow. I'll just start giving sense anything else now, bro. I told you, I'll go straight to Copa America ref very soon, bro. So
listen, like I think regardless of what happened there, I think Dembele deserves a Ballon d'Or. He has been the best player, and I think Yamal, you can say like he has been the second or third best player. I agree with KJ there, because I'm a proud stat merchant. So Dembele showed up when it.
You're a proud what?
Stat merchant, yeah. Even bro, Yamal's stats are actually pretty good. Like you just don't want like
a proud stats merchant, and you say that's with your chest out.
Yes. We are taking over the game, by the way. So Yamal's stats are actually very good. Like, if you look at the chance creation stats, like, they're actually very good. So it's not like he has bad stats when people say that. It's just like he needs to just improve his goal scoring, bro. Because I do agree, like not scoring a goal in the league in 5 months. Bro,
Casey, HH thinks there is no stats apart from GAs.
Yeah, that's the issue with HS. Like, bro, like, this guy lives there. So bro, this guy is from 1950s, man. Like, bro, like he's stuck there.
Casey, do you see yourself Casey? Do you see yourself as an American or an Indian?
I'm not saying anything on that. Oh, I have a question for you.
He's American Indian.
That Indian.
Okay, Casey, American Indian or American Indian? How do you?
Indian American.
Wait. Can he answer?
International FC. Like, I belong to the world.
Casey, shut the F up. American Indian or Indian American? How do you view yourself?
As I said, international FC, bro. I'm a proud globalist. So that's.
Casey, stand on business. Come on, stand on business. Don't be like.
Wow.
Whoa, KJ, what do you mean by that? KJ, what do you mean by that?
Wait.
AJ never stands on business. He always.
That's no, Casey. Okay, so Casey, when someone asks you where are you from, you say, "Oh, I'm from the world."
Yeah.
Possibly.
I mean,
I'm a proud people.
He belongs to the
Slap.
Hey, don't forget that. Never forget that HH got pressed by Nomad.
Okay, so Casey, so you're saying that you're giving the Ballon d'Or to Palmer. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, what did you just say?
I say you're giving the Ballon d'Or to Cole Palmer. Why?
I'm not even putting him in top 30. So I think it's Dembele. We have to be honest with ourselves. It's Dembele first, Yamal probably.
Wait, Casey, is there a real thing? I saw apparently Palmer's getting the number.
I think we are overrating Dembele.
No, but bro, you win the treble, man, and you played a pretty important role in that. You can't.
I think he was a system merchant in that Luis Enrique team. I think it was a team effort, and I think we are.
Come on.
Okay,
man.
let's just say
I think
Ricardo, I'm going to send you a front.
Why? What did I do?
Ricardo, I know that laugh. I know that laugh.
Trying to make
the take was so bad. The take was so bad.
Because that laugh happened very quickly. And all that laugh meant. Casey, Casey.
I was about to call him VVS, but VS just like.
Jesus Christ.
Is Dembele system merchants?
No, man.
I'm asking the question. I'm just asking the question. Because someone said that Dembele doesn't play so well France. Is Dembele a system match? Because Yamal is amazing for both Spain.
Okay. Yeah, KJ, who's Dembele? I don't know this Dembele.
Is Dembele Casey? Is Dembele a system merchant?
No, but
hold on, Casey.
You're getting. I don't think there's anything wrong, even if he's a system merchant, for him to win the Ballon d'Or. Like they don't care like if you're a system merchant or not when they're voting.
He doesn't have the PR also.
KJ, what's the question?
Who in that France team has more than 10 goals at international level apart from Mbappe?
Griezmann used to have it, but yeah, no.
Diabolically, I'm not sure.
Oh my God!
Wait,
that's a brick.
No. That's a disgusting.
That's a brick. Yeah,
that's a brick.
That's a brick.
That was.
Come on, guys. You know what I was.
That was that.
No, drop it. Hold on, KJ. Just keep talking.
Enrique's been there 18 months. Okay, Enrique's been there 18 months. At the start of this season, if you remember, okay. He fell. No, sorry. Mbappe. Enrique was there 18 months before this explosion from Dembouz, right? AJ, the fact of the matter is, at the start of the season, he fell out with Enrique. Enrique was leaving him out the squad for being late for games. By the end of the season, he was winning the Ballon d'Or, scoring 35, being the top scorer in Enrique's team. Please don't take any credit away from Dembouz and act like he's
I said, yeah, I agree. I agree. Hold on, Habo, are you on kick also? Are you on kick now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Can we swear? Can we swear?
No.
Oh no, he's still on.
You know that like okay. But have
we should have kick only streams.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, no. That's not happening.
Can I just ask you? Can I just ask you a question?
No.
Are you?
Casey, ask me a question. Because I said no. He said, Casey, you said, can you ask me a question? And I said no.
I don't care. Are you?
I said you can ask me a question.
Okay.
What?
Joking aside, bro. Do you not look at stats when you're talking on Mbappe? When you talk about Mbappe, when you praise him for the World Cup, what stat do you always bring? Can you just call
Casey? No, Casey. I saw that break. Casey, someone who uses
God.
Casey, can I let me respond? Somebody who uses bullet time to.
Sorry, what does that mean?
where you stop time and you literally turn around in 90 degrees and you do like a volley at the side. So someone who does bullet time to score 2-2 is special. I've never seen a bullet time goal to make it 2-2 in the World Cup final.
Okay, shouldn't we look at Mario Götze from the same lens?
You're
scored that beautiful volley in the final against Argentina.
When you say hat trick, right? When you say hat trick, like hat trick, you know it's a stat, right? It's a stat like that means 3 goals.
Do I say hat trick? Whenever I said a hat trick,
Yeah,
I said that man single-handedly stole the show in the World Cup final. That's what I say. I never say hat trick. I never say. Casey, you're a stats guy. Casey,
you're a stats guy too.
I use spirits. You use stats. I use spirits. I use the hats.
You use stats too.
Casey, you're a numbers guy. I'm an image guy. Casey, you're this. I'm this. I'm this. You're this. I'm this.
Okay.
AK, talk to me. AK, no. AK, talk to me. Okay, let me start meeting guys.
That would have been racist.
AK.
First of all, you are a stats merchant. I don't know.
No, that was racist. No, let's call him up for what it is. That was racist. You can't do hand gestures around Indian people.
True. That is. I'm half Indian as well, so I feel.
But you're more Moroccan than Indian, though. But continue.
I mean, I'm.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Look. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
In the name of Nomad, you're getting pressed for brown people.
Okay, talk.
I've been to India more times than I've been to Morocco, so I don't know what you're talking about. So,
Judas. Yeah.
In terms of the ballon.
What?
Whoa. No. Okay. So in terms of what? In terms of what? In terms of. In terms of.
I think I might.
I'm gonna start missing. I'm gonna start missing. Where's this
unsubscribe?
So where's this?
Like Noma.
So yeah, wait a second. Okay.
In terms of the
claims
ballon,
1% Brazilian.
You said your grandmother's name was like De Silva or something.
Okay, talk.
Basketball. You know there are a lot of like De Silvas in Sri Lanka also, right, Bad?
Bro, this Fernandez is.
Okay, I'll start with guys backstage.
Yeah,
AK, just talk. AK, talk.
In terms of the Ballon d'Or, first thing first, like, no one is robbing anyone here of the Ballon d'Or. Like, both of them have a pretty great case of winning it, in my opinion. Dembele, bro, I'm sorry to use stats, but 50 GA and winning the treble, like, bro, anybody who does that has an incredible case of winning the Ballon d'Or, and Yamal as well. 46 GA, the performance he's put up in big games. He's won 2 out of the 3 trophies he could win too. So, I have my Ballon d'Or winner. I'm not gonna say it here, but
wait.
I think
what? What do you mean you can't say?
What's the point of
I'm not gonna say it, man.
Okay.
He feels uncomfortable around a racist.
Yeah.
Okay. Say your Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Before this game, I know people were saying, "Oh, the Nations League needs to matter, and this tournament needs to matter, and that tournament needs to matter." Bro, let's keep it a real, bro. The Nations League should not matter for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait. AK. The streets are saying it's CHERKI, bro.
No, it's not him. It shouldn't matter. The way I thought who I think the Ballon d'Or winner is, I don't base it based on this game. And the Club World Cup, the same thing. It should be what you help your team win, how you performed, and what you did in the big games. And I think like it should be that simple, because at the end of the day, like, these are glorified friendlies. Like, these are glorified friendlies, and there have been players who have come out themselves and said, like, I don't take this tournament seriously. So why, as a fan, should I be taking this tournament as seriously in terms of Ballon d'Or and like stuff like that? So for me, it's like, at the end of the day, like, my winner is based on like what they did during the season, how they helped their team win trophies, and ultimately what trophies they won, and their performances in the biggest of games. I think that's what it should be. And I'll be honest, bro. I know, I call him a GA merchant and a GA scammer, and he steals goals from teenagers.
Interesting.
I'm gonna reveal my Ballon d'Or. It's Luffy.
I think we know who it is.
This guy just said, "I'm not."
It's who? Yeah, I'm not going to reveal it, and then not even 5 seconds.
I'll say it anyway.
Wait, AK, you count the Rafinha closet?
Wait, hold on. Okay, so Rafinha.
Yeah, Rafinha.
AK, don't back down.
Nobody
That's
trusts
not
Rafinha crack.
That's better than
The
Yamal.
Ballon
That's
d'Or,
definitely
if you
better than
actually
Yamal.
the Ballon d'Or, in my opinion,
Better than Yamal.
is
This
not
guy.
about
Oh
who's
my.
the best outright player in the world. Which,
Westgate,
in my
5 months
opinion,
notice,
it is
go.
probably
No,
Lamine Yamal.
that's diabolical, KJ.
Lamine
Oh, stop
Yamal is
waffling.
Lamine Yamal is probably the best. Like, I think you said it best. Like, if you want to describe football to someone who doesn't watch the game at all, you would describe Lamine Yamal. But it's about the best season
Personally,
of
I'd
a
say
football.
Cristiano, but
And I'm sorry, bro. The season
Bring
Rafinha
up
had
JS's comment.
in
JS.
terms of consistency,
Yeah.
in terms of big games,
Yeah, pull it up.
Yo, let him finish. Let him finish.
in terms
Okay,
of
no,
consistency
guys,
from
like, let's but continue.
in terms of consistency from the start of the season to the end of the season, in terms of big games, in terms of helping their team win the biggest trophies, I think Rafinha probably does get the Ballon d'Or, if I'm being honest.
No, okay, but
Because like
doesn't
it's not.
Don't forget that
wait, hold on,
third goal
AK.
against Inter would have
Wait,
been
hold on,
Can I
AK,
speak
but
after AK?
He's not
wait, hold on,
confident enough.
AK.
He's not confident enough, according to
Shouldn't trophies and your contribution and your importance to those trophies being won also be taken into account? Again, this is not Abeloa tax or Mustafa tax where, hey, I was just on the team, but trophies won, but look at how important I was to winning that trophy.
Bro, come on. Yamal was incredibly. Rafinha was incredibly important to winning Barcelona's the league and the cup this season.
So you're saying Dembele was not important in them winning the Champions League or the French Cup or the French League?
He 100% was, but you mentioned consistency, and I could argue Vitinha was more consistent over a season compared to Dembele. Dembele's heights probably helped PSG win the treble, but
AK?
Dembele snatched his mind.
Yeah, I think Dembele got his
Can I
mind.
go on this?
It might have been Lamine too. Who knows?
Can I go on
Ricardo, where's your
I think we are sleeping on Pedri based on his criteria.
No.
Nah.
It was
Ricardo.
We're gonna keep sleeping, man.
Look. Oh, by the way, Vinicius missed the sitter, but anyways. Look, there's between three guys. Well, the realistic is between two. I actually agree with AK. Like, objectively speaking, I'm sorry, Rafinha has the most objective case that he should win. Much like last year, I said it's on record. That the Jude Bellingham should have won. In my opinion, he was consistent throughout most of the season. Now, if we go back to this year, I 100% can understand if anybody says Ousmane Dembele deserves to win, right?
Are you serious though? Bellingham, you thought last year?
Bro, from start to finish, he was the most consistent player.
But okay, I think you guys think the Ballon d'Or is
Delaney?
No. This is the reality. This is the reality of how the Ballon d'Or works now, right? Obviously, you have to play for a big club that has, I guess, that can make noise, right? At the same time, you only really need to be good for the second half of the season. I'll argue even just the final third of the season, because that's all people are going to remember, and all the trophies are decided within that period of the season. So it doesn't really matter how you perform from August to December, because you could turn up and literally turn up in the second half, which is why Vinicius got to push from January onwards. Like, let's not forget, that's last season. Vinicius was injured for like 2-3 months at the beginning of the season. Bellingham put that team on his back, and the only reason why they ended up winning La Liga is because Jude Bellingham went fucking insane in that first half of the season.
Which is also why everyone's forgotten about Salah, because he started so well but ended so rubbish.
Exactly. And do you remember that season?
You talking about Salad?
That season, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think it was the 2018 when Ronaldo had like 4 goals heading into January, and then they won the Champions League. And I think he won a thing. If that's not the 18 season, I can't remember.
No, it's 17.
Yeah, 17. The one when Modric won. So I guess if that was the season, then he still came second. So and that was because World Cup tax. If World Cup wasn't there, Ronaldo would have won the Ballon d'Or. So let's be honest about that. So it really doesn't matter what you do the first the first half of the season. But I personally think, because if you're actually judging it based on the award,
Guy Esteval backheeled it out of play, by the way.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
If you're judging this actually based on his criteria, which it quite literally never is, then Rafinha should win, right? He's been the most consistent. He has the numbers. He has the performances. So there's literally nothing that guy does not have. You in some of the criticisms here we have of
stream.
It's your stream, bro. It's your stream, man.
Mistake. My hand slips. Continue.
Yeah. So, anyways, for Dembele,
the stream fell off.
The criticism is pretty much that the first half of the season he wasn't really there. He had a fallout with the manager until things switched in the system. Now you can say Kvaratskhelia getting him game changer. I think Pacho was signed in January too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No. Pacho was signed last summer.
Okay. Oh, last summer. Sorry. Okay. So Kvaratskhelia was a huge game changer, but granted, this is the sport. So Dembele really from January onwards, his numbers were incredible, but if we're going by the criteria, the first half of the season should be held against them, but it's not going to be. I'm just operating on reality, not what how it actually should go, but on reality of how it's going to go. And then there's Lamine Yamal. I'd argue Lamine Yamal has actually been the most consistent outside of Rafinha between these three candidates. Dembele is technically the least consistent because it's only a second half sprint that pretty much got him to where he is, and granted, it paid off. Lamine Yamal, it's weird because he's been playing well for the entire season, and the one portion of the season where he got injured and didn't play was that around that time when Barcelona pretty much bricked up the lead they had made and went on like almost a month and a half or 2 months where they couldn't freaking win a La Liga game. Lamine was out for a part of that period, so it's not really a surprise of the value that Lamine provides to the team. Now, look, the thing I don't like about these awards is that honestly, like, it's just too much tribalism when it comes to these things. And I'll be dead ass with you. We don't see very many PSG fans. And I'm sure in the French side of football, Twitter or whatever, there's a lot of noise about Dembele winning. Maybe, I don't know. But a lot of the times, what I see on Twitter, for example, bro, everybody I see talking about who should win, I mean, it's a lot of Real Madrid fans that are vouching for Dembele. Why? Because they don't want Lamine Yamal, a Barcelona player, to win. And look, I get it. I completely get it. Barcelona fans did the same thing with Rodri. It is what it is. Now, granted, there's Carvajal, there's Bellingham tax that stole away votes or whatever. But outside of that, bro, every time I hear somebody talk about Lamine Yamal that isn't associated with Paris or Real Madrid, they're always saying Lamine Yamal deserves to win it. And like, I'm not saying like everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not saying Lamine Yamal doesn't deserve to win it because Dembele was probably the best player in a treble-winning team. If he wins it, he wins it. I've always been of the idea, and I've been very consistent about this. I've always been of the idea that whoever wins the Ballon d'Or does not suggest that they're the only one that should have won the Ballon d'Or. There are some years, yes, like the Benzema years, some of those Messi, Ronaldo years, even Lewandowski when he got robbed by COVID.
So you're saying that objectively, it should be Rafinha. All balance aside, should be Rafinha.
Yeah, based on criteria, if we're sticking true to the criteria, yes, I do think Rafinha should win. The same way I believe last year Bellingham should have won. But people are only going to remember the final part of the season, and that's why Vinny got such a huge push because he was great in the Champions League. And then this with the treble, obviously Dembele being good in the Champions League, that's gonna probably edge him out. But I honestly think. I remember at the end of the day, these are journalists voting. Some journalists have heavy biases. Some journalists, honestly, we've seen some of their votes in the past. They're fucking hilarious. They make no sense, right? I do think, and I've said this from the very, very beginning where you guys clowned me, that I think a lot of the perception about Dembele, I don't know how much it's going to help him because he's been already perceived a particular way amongst people who are voting. Could it change to the point
wait, how is he perceived? You say perceived a particular way. How do you mean? How is he perceived?
If someone was to describe Dembele's career,
it's very negative. It's very negative.
For the most part, it's very negative. and it's very volatile. So we know he was an exceptional.
But don't people like a redemption story? So if they sell a redemption story, isn't that what everyone likes?
But the redemption story also comes in hand with a supernova of a talent in Lamine Yamal, which could outweigh it. Dembele, the story is like, look, great talent at was it Rennes? I think he was at Rennes, right? Or I can't remember.
Rennes, yes.
Yes, Rennes, Dortmund.
Yeah, and then he went to Dortmund, showed everybody what he was about, and then he got his big money move to Barcelona. When we all thought, okay, Dembele is going to be that guy. This is the platform he's been working for. And then the injuries happened, and then some of those performances wasn't good, and then the perception of Dembele has already been made up in his time at Barcelona. Whether he deserves it or not is a different conversation. But just this one season at PSG, I don't think that's going to be enough for people to erase.
So okay. Let me ask and this is the real question. This is the question that matters more than anything. Put yourself into the heads of these journalists. Yeah. Who do you think the plethora of those journalists would vote for?
I think they're going to vote for Lamine Yamal. I think
a lot of them will vote for Lamine because what I've heard.
Wait, hold on, Ricardo.
I think they'll vote for Lamine Yamal because what negative perception do they even have of Lamine Yamal? Ever since Lamine Yamal has taken up his career, it's always just been up.
True.
So it's like, why wouldn't you vote for him? Now, I mean, dead ass, I don't think some of these journalists, they really like watch football to the extent that we as fans sometimes watch it, right? They're gonna have their biases. Some of them are gonna have crazy. I see motherfuckers vote like Carvajal #1, Trent #1.
I've seen some of those lists, and I'm like, and I don't want to mention the countries and everything. I'm like, these lists make no fucking sense.
But look, even a few years ago, and this is why like I can't take football journalism like any like serious, especially when it comes to this particular one, because like I said, Real Madrid, very commanding fan base, which by all merit, I understand why they won't want Lamine Yamal to win. I completely understand, and I don't blame them. But let's not forget, a few years ago, this was the same fan base that tried to push Jorginho over Messi. Like, you know how stupid you look in hindsight. Now, obviously,
J5, man, respect J5.
Now, that's not to say that J5 didn't have an exceptional season. He had a great season. He was part of the Euros winning team. He was part of the Champions League winning team in Chelsea. But was he really that guy? No, that was just a career year for him. Now, Dembele, obviously, I think he's a much greater player than Jorginho was. But I just feel like, personally, for me, the perception of Dembele is going to harm him in the long run, and I think Lamine is going to benefit tremendously. Don't be surprised. I don't think Rafinha is going to win. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if Lamine wins. If Lamine wins, I'm not going to say it's undeserved, because some people are going to view this award as who's the best player in the world. And to be fair, a lot of us have said Lamine has been the best player in the world.
Yeah.
So if he wins it, he would deserve it. That's not to say that Dembele didn't deserve or he got robbed. I'm sorry. Whoever wins it, in my opinion, deserves it between those three.
So okay, hold up. So if, let's say, do you think Dembele will feel hard done by if he doesn't win?
Yes.
Based on I was a key member of a team that won a treble.
I think honestly for him,
he doesn't really care.
I don't think him, like, obviously he'll be like, oh man, like I could have won it. Like, this is the thing. If Lamine doesn't win, I don't think it's gonna bother him because he's 17 or he's gonna be 18 by the time, and he has a whole career to win it again. And to be fair, he probably is gonna win it at some point. Yeah. Dembele, I'm gonna be honest, this might be the only chance he really gets to win.
He's probably not getting 35 goals next season.
Exactly.
You see, you know what? Bingo. You hit that. Let's keep it a stack. Unless Yamal gets R9 or someone nukes both of his knees, Yamal should have plenty more chances to win the Ballon d'Or.
Exactly.
Dembele, I don't think he's ever having a season like this again, bro.
But so that doesn't mean that you don't reward him with the Ballon d'Or.
No. But I'm saying, like, I generally don't think he really cares that much about it. But I do feel like the competitive side of him will be like, I could have won it. Like, it's one thing to say I was never in the running, and then be like, damn, I could have won it. You know, so I think for him, I don't think he generally would care.
Look, man. Give it to Dembele. Guys, give it to Dembele, bro.
And AJ, one thing also, how much would people care if that was just a domestic treble or only a double? Because let's be real, if that was a close final and they would have lost to Inter, no one would be speaking of Dembele. To be honest, let's be real.
I mean, that's not true. If it was a close final and Dembele scored like the winning goal,
No. PSG would have to. PSG would have to win.
No.
Ricardo, you're telling me if PSG went 3-2, Dembele scores like the winning goal and the equalizer.
Oh no, I mean if they were on the losing end.
Well, he said if
of
he lost.
Okay, but hold on. So you guys are talking about PR. I don't think we've really seen the PR thing really kick it together for Dembele, because let's bro. Roland Garros is a major sporting event. If you guys don't know your sports,
have you seen Real Madrid fans?
Oh no, true, bro. To roll out a Roland Garros and no one else, it was Dembele by himself, not Marquinhos, who's the captain. Dembele by himself with triumph on the shirt with the Champions League trophy. That is like, we are getting this PR thing into gear.
Oh no,
Let's
they definitely
roll.
are.
Lamine also has Messi PR behind.
They've been seeing the Yamal PR. They say, "On my bay, let me show you how to do PR." these guys are not playing around. Man.
But can I just say, my PR is, bro, I'm carrying a damn UCL trophy. That's my PR. What's your PR? Nations League trophy? La Liga? Come on, bro. Wait. Sorry, hold on. SK, wait a second. Come see KJ. SK.
Like Yamal doing what he's doing at 17 is always just gonna like carry more weight.
True.
Like if Yamal was 24, like I don't think the PR would be to the same level as it is right now, just by virtue of that alone. But I mean, obviously, like when you think about who deserves to win it, like I really like for me, I think it's really like probably like 5 realistic names. So yeah, and Yamal is
no. I think
three.
It's 3.
Okay,
because you said realistic. Realistically,
okay,
it's
fine.
3 names. It's 3 names.
For me, I would consider like 5 players, but yeah, realistically. Yeah.
Okay. So out of curiosity, who are the other 2?
Salah and who?
It would be
Lamine, Rafinha, and Dembele.
No, the other 2.
Wait, hold on. Who are the other 2? Ask me, who are the other 2?
Salah just from what the PR like pre like because I'm
but that's not realistic.
No, but you're asking me like what I like how I view it, because I view like the entire season. So you're asking me like how I view like the
how you okay, fine. I know it's how you view it, but again, you use the word realistic. If we're being realistic, you need to be quality through, but it's also as well the business end and how you finish, which is also very key.
You need to get to like the
Wait, hold on, SK.
No, that's why I conceded on the realistic part when you said 3. That's why I didn't really fight you on that.
Yes,
I thought about it. That makes sense.
Well, realistically, it's just 2 then. Like, I don't think Rafinha's gonna win.
It's 3.
He doesn't have the PR.
Okay, no. Bas React is right. For being real, it's 2.
We're gonna be shocked.
It's 2. Like, as unfortunate as it is, because I get the objective points that AK and thing is making, but for being real, those journalists going through, the battle for one is going to be Dembele or basically once we see the lists, the number ones is going to be between Dembele and Yamal.
You know you're partly to blame for that, right? Saying that Rafinha's Sri Lankan and shit like that, and he's not Brazilian.
Can I just say? Can I just say?
Wait. So let's give it a point. SK.
Yeah, no. I mean, we were just talking about the Ballon d'Or.
The Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, so I think based off of everything that's happened so far, I think Dembele would probably be my number 1 based off of like the PR stuff, because like realistically, the Nations League, I don't think it's held in high enough regard, even with the way people have been hyping up like the semifinal. Like I mean, bro, like they're gonna go play like freaking geriatric Ronaldo.
But SK, take yourself out of it and put yourself in the minds of those journalists. Do you think that they will take the Nations League into account if you put your mind into the head of those journalists?
You know what's crazy? I still don't think they would. Also because the Club World Cup starts in like what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So it's like literally because they were talking shiny toy syndrome. Like, bro, we're gonna be on the Club World Cup in like 5 minutes from now. So like you aren't even gonna have enough time to really sit with the
Nations League.
Even if
Champions League final was only 6 days ago.
Champions
League final was only 6 days ago. People still remember that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that from the Champions League final to from the Champions League final to today, that Doué versus Lamine Yamal thing died.
Oh, shut up. No one's doing that. Chillax.
Yeah,
No,
he
it's,
showed
sorry.
levels.
Madrid Twitter was
The
twerking
problem
on
with
that.
like the modern era, bro. Like it's like people think Doué is better just because of a
Yeah,
great.
no.
He's good. He's good.
Doué
He's good.
is a
Come
great
on.
talent, bro.
He's
He's
good.
not
He's good.
Yamal. He's not
He's
Yamal,
not
bro.
Yamal.
But he's a
Nah,
great talent.
he's nowhere
Can
near
I
as
just say one thing?
consistent in that case.
Yeah, like he's not in a
That
Yamal
rivalry
combo, bro.
lasted 6 days, man.
No, even a talent perspective, like he's gonna be good.
No. He's a really good talent. The guy's a really good talent.
Do you think
Like
he's a Yamal
Yamal
level
is
talent?
a guy
He's not
that's
a
like
Yamal.
fully fit, but
Yamal's
he's a talent.
generational. Doué isn't. That's all.
Ricardo, it was like Chelsea's title charge of the season.
That is
Like,
true.
Okay,
That is
Bullford.
true.
HH, I just
Actually,
want
which
to
one
make-
lasted longer? Actually,
Wait, hold
I
on.
just want to make a quick point.
KJ, what's it? KJ.
You know, PSG are actually a bit bigger than people think they are. Of course, like they are not as. I know they're not the level of a Barcelona. and I know
are you on
Yamal
Nasser's
around.
pay?
But we can't act like Dembele is like. He's not Yamal level, but HH, he is very famous because he played for Barca for a while. Like he is PSG. Neymar and Messi did help to take PSG to
No,
a certain level.
okay, but KJ, be real. Whose PR is bigger, Dembele's
Can I
PR or
just say
Yamal's
one thing
PR?
on this point?
No,
Wait, hold on, quick.
Lamine Yamal, what is this combo?
He has so
KJ.
much
It's
emotion
not the
behind
same.
it.
It's not the same level. It's not the same level. I'm saying Dembele is probably bigger than some people think that he is. Pause. Relax. Okay. But
Yeah,
I'm
a
saying,
big
like,
forward on
generally,
that.
PSG's brand, HH, they have done a pretty good job of
Is
making
he
it a bigger
Congolese,
brand
by the
over
way?
the last few years. No, Mauritanian.
No, he's not
Senegalese.
Congolese.
No. The
Mauritanian
board
Senegalese.
does not recognize him. The board does not.
Salah's PR when he didn't win anything was 100 times greater than that of Dembele.
Wait, hold on, KJ.
Yeah, sorry. I'll say
Because remember, hold on, KJ, but remember, let's compare both of them. Yes, so Dembele, of course, Dembele is a lot. Spear is a lot bigger than what we know it is. But compared to who is up against, which is Yamal's PR is in a whole different level from Dembele's, and that's just being
That's
real.
fair. PSG, HH, I do think PSG winning their first Champions League, especially with.
Yes.
I think that definitely does help Dembele's case as well. I do think that Yamal. Some people might just hate and be like, we can't have a 17-year-old. Because you know Europeans are pretty miserable people generally, right? Some people might just say we can't give a 17-year-old the Ballon d'Or. But some might say... Because
But KJ, KJ, that's what I thought though. But KJ, don't you think that people are, you know how human beings are sheep, and we all want the new shiny thing and follow anything. Don't you think that everyone will just be caught up in the hype? Oh, the hype is this 17-year-old that everyone is talking about. Let me vote for him.
100%. I already said this a few weeks ago, HH. Before the last 2 months of the season, no one was realistically saying Yamal Ballon d'Or. The fact of the matter is, what Ricardo says, recency bias is a big thing, right? The fact of the matter is, those Champions League games, everyone was watching them, right?
Yes.
And even when he was on the losing side, he was getting more praise than anyone on their team, right? That's PR and overdrive. That's the first thing. The second thing is, HH, the fact of the matter is, people like to see history made. Now, if you have an 18-year-old Ballon d'Or winner, people want to see that. They want to be the first because it doesn't happen very often. And like we said, Yamal evokes emotions in people that.
Sorry. KJ, remember, so who's the youngest Ballon d'Or winner ever?
I think it's Michael Owen, 21 or something.
No, it's R9.
Is it
It's Owen.
I think it's
HH, why are you wearing a towel? HH, why are you wearing a towel?
Who is
you are bald.
Ronaldo, 21 years old and 96. Ronaldo,
R9, it's R9. HH.
It's R9. So, HH, the fact of the matter is, I think it's R9. Okay, fine shade.
No. I don't think it is. It is R9. It is R9.
I watched those Barca tapes, bro. I watched those Barca tapes.
It's R9 and then what's it called? And then Michael Owen, I think. But the fact of the matter is, people seeing this, what I said before is he evokes emotions in people that we haven't had since Mbappe. And Mbappe was 2017. So for 8 years, there's been no player that has captured the imagination of football fans like this kid, right? And the fact of the matter is, he has, like you said, he has very little flaw in his game. He has all the stats that we want, possibly a few more goals. But even HH, he's got 20 goals plus this season for Spain and Barcelona, which is exceptional for any winger. Even more so a 17-year-old. So that, combined with the way he plays football, is what sticks with people, and I do respect it. But I, like Ricardo, I've already said this. I said it initially. I think Dembele deserves it, but I'd also said Rafinha is above Yamal in my opinion. If you're looking at the whole body of the season, I do think he should be third, third or fourth. Okay, I'm not fourth. Mbappe and Salah can piss off. I do think he should be the third in this Ballon d'Or. But
so you say Rafinha should be third?
No,
Yamal should be third.
Yamal should be third. In my opinion,
Yamal third, Rafinha second, Dembele first.
If we're looking at the whole body of the season, right? People want to say Dembele's scored 25 goals this season, whatever. He had 9 goals between December and whatever, right? Between September and January, right? Which isn't great, but it's not bad either. Now, if you're going to turn around and say that, right? You're gonna say Yamal went 5 months without scoring a goal. As a winger, that's not acceptable. So we can't have it both ways. We need to be objective regarding.
Well, I mean,
these
KJ,
players
if
did.
you go by logic, then basically the only winner has to be Rafinha.
Rafinha, no, I've already said
because
this.
Salah's been
A few weeks ago. He
trashed
probably
since
has been.
February. Dembele didn't hit
exactly.
overdrive till January.
Then wouldn't you say that Rafinha also deserves it?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said this a few weeks ago. If I'm being objective, because take away the fact he has no PR, HH. I already said this. I do think he has been the best player in the world this season, top to bottom, clutch. What's it called? The big moments, winning trophies, whatever you want to call it. He's been there. But the fact of the matter is, we know this award is more than just about performance, and it's not fair. Like Ricardo said, HH last year, right? The fact of the matter is, Bellingham was exceptional for Madrid for, let's say, 7 or 8 of the 10 months last season, right? The fact of the matter is, he did good enough at the Euros for England. He wasn't great, but he was good enough. Based on all the criteria, he should have won the Ballon d'Or last season. I already said that. Bellingham should have won it.
He was
What's next? Rodri won the league by 1 point, right? And he wasn't voted Premier League Player of the Year. That's the second thing. And he didn't win any other trophies, even the FA Cup or League Cup. City got knocked out at the quarterfinals of the Champions League, right? And
You won the Euros.
And in that Spain team, there's an argument that he was the second or third best midfielder.
Sixth best player. He was a sixth.
Yeah, but they give him that best player award. You know, that boosted the PR.
Exactly, but it wasn't objective that he was the best midfielder in that team. So
we know. I think the
Premier League player.
Hold on, KJ.
So I'll just finish up. So all things considered, it was diabolical that he'd won it. But the fact of the matter is, we know that there's other elements of playing when it comes to this Ballon d'Or. And like Ricardo said, you can't take it too seriously. But the fact of the matter is, the fan in us does take it seriously. We shouldn't, realistically. We shouldn't, objectively, we shouldn't take it seriously. Because the fact that, there's, like people said, there's years Messi and Ronaldo won it when they shouldn't have. When Haaland scored 55 goals and won the treble, how he became second to Messi is crazy to me. But the fact of the matter is, objectively, we shouldn't take it seriously, but the fan in us does take it seriously, and that's just.
Elijah, talk to me. Ballon d'Or, where do you view it as right now, Elijah?
This is not Elijah. This is the Congolese Football Review Board. Elijah's not here right now. At this moment in time, we are reviewing the following people: Kalulu. We're reviewing Randall Kalulu. We are also reviewing.
What about Big Rom?
Let's not even get into that one. We're reviewing a lot of people today. We are also reviewing that bum from Real Betis, Cedric Bakambu.
It's not going to lift, man.
We are also going to Aaron, because of the decision, we may give him a pass, but he has considerations for review. You guys are taking this Ballon d'Or thing way too seriously.
People care about it. People for some strange reason they shouldn't care this much, but people do for some strange reason.
I'm telling people, you don't stress yourself over an award that's being given, that's being voted by people who do not know the ins. Who they're doing their job. I respect them for doing their job. They went to school. They got their degree. Sure, I went to school for journalism. I know. I get it. But if you're not on the pitch, you shouldn't really be the determining factor of this stuff. Like Johan Cruyff said it. This award is mainly about people that you know.
Yes.
If stats are telling you the obvious, for some odd reason, journalists think it's okay to go the other direction. The fact that people more so remember the second half of a season than what you did from August to December, that already should tell you something. People don't really look at the full body of work. It's the same thing in the NBA. People don't really look at the full body of work. People just
Elijah, can I ask you a question?
Hold on. People remember more so, even in the NBA, even in the NFL with the MVP stuff, people more so remember of what have you done for me lately, not what have you done for me throughout a season. I thought we know this. We know this. My thing is just relax. Let those guys do their job. React when the voting comes out, because I promise you guys it's going to be controversial. We're all saying it's going to be Rafinha, it's going to be Yamal, it could go to somebody that we didn't expect. It can go to somebody we wanted.
I dare them to give it to Salah. I dare them.
No. I'm not talking about that. Good for him. But I'm saying it could go to somebody you wanted them to win, but the journalists thought otherwise. They may use today as a factor. They're going to use already for me, the season ends in May. The May 31st football's done.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
June 1st, that's a new league calendar year. June 1st of 2025, we're already in season 25-26. I'm already looking for the World Cup. I'm looking for whatever's happening afterwards. That's how the voting should be done. But for them, Infantino, his gang, French football, their gang, they know what they're doing. That's why I could not get into this stuff or debate. But my thing is...
So who would you give it to? If you were a journalist voting, who would you give it to?
Based off of what I said, I'm going to give it to Yamal because he's been showing me more off of what have you been doing for me lately. Yamal's going to get it based off of that simple point.
Shout out to one of you, Sabrina going back to back, hashtag Espresso, hashtag who the freak is Sabrina?
Sabrina
Carpenter.
Who the hell is Sabrina Carpenter?
You know about Espresso.
I know who Kellis is. I know who Har is. I know who Christina Memeliana is.
Ask Casey
I
who
know
she
who
is.
Tiana Taylor is.
Ask Casey
I
who she
know
is.
who Ciara is. Who the freak is Sabrina Carpenter?
Ask Casey.
Casey should know about it. Huh?
What do you think about Kenny? What do you think of?
Yo,
looks very
I
similar.
don't discriminate. So
wait, okay, give me a break. So is this the new Britney? Is this Britney 2.0?
She ain't even all that. I'm being honest.
No, she's not that. But she's nice. She's overhyped like she's overhyped like that.
So wait. So is she the new Britney?
She's prettier than Britney. She's prettier than Britney.
No, from the person that I don't know about Pran. No, Pran.
Give me 2 soju shots and I'm in.
Okay. Shout out to Godlock. It's like Asian football dynasty revolves around ifs. No, it evolves around Gid.
Wait, AJ, can I say one thing on this?
Okay, let me just put that and then come to you. Patricio, congrats to Uzbekistan and Jordan for.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this confirmed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Here's again. I want to be respectful. Kenny, I want to be respectful. Hold on. Kenny, I want to be respectful right now.
So you're telling me Uzbekistan and Jordan are qualified, and Nigeria cannot even.
Isn't there war in
If Nigeria don't qualify to a World Cup that has Uzbekistan and the River Jordan, I'm done with this sport.
If Ronaldo,
I'm sure most people don't even know Jordan is a country. They know Jordan as like the footwear brand.
I know the River Jordan.
Hey, if Ronaldo scores against Jordan in the round of 120, does it count?
It counts. Shout out to this is peak entertainment, but thank you, Zoroma. Thank you, Zoro. Thank you, Zoro. Okay, so AK, you wanted to say something, and I'll come back to you, Elijah. AK.
You know how Elijah said it might be given to someone completely out of the ordinary?
Oh, God.
There is a guy who has what I call the luxury case for the ballon.
No,
we're not giving it to
Hakimi.
Hakimi. Because he could win the treble.
He could win the
Nations League.
Shut up.
All right, actually, okay. If Portugal win the Nations League and Vitinha gets voted player of the Nations League, is there a world in which they give it to Vitinha? Okay, do you know why I say no? The Euros is seen as more prestigious than the Nations League.
Remember Rodri in 2023? We all agreed on this channel that he should win it. He won the treble and the Nations League.
Yeah, but he won a treble and the Nations League.
Yeah, treble. Yeah,
Vitinha won a treble and the Nations
League.
The thing is that let's go. You can PSG already pushing. They're pushing Dembele, so I don't think they can push.
No. I think Dembele is
the choice has been made. Yeah,
like they didn't send Vitinha out there at Roland Garros with the UCL trophy.
He can finish top 10. Top 10. I'm saying Q and all that.
Serious question. Should Hakimi finish above Salah? There's an argument. Should Hakimi finish?
No.
That's
the bro. I'm from Israel. Wait. Elijah, show me your African medals, bro. Show me your African medals.
He doesn't have.
I mean, Hakimi does not have no Africans as well.
You are currently wearing a towel above your head.
Wait. Wait. 100% Hakimi should finish above Salah. 100%. Do you know what this guy has done as a right back on all three fronts? 100% yes. And also, bro, Hakimi is taking that African Player of the Year from Lookman. 100%. 100%. Okay, so it's okay. Elijah, he's always talking about games.
Last question.
Okay, what's the last question that comes to you, Elijah?
When are you doing a hangout for the NBA?
Soon. When I find time, soon. And what's called Insomnia Tax, Business Tax, but I'll try and make it soon.
Elijah, can I go after Elijah?
Yeah. Elijah, talk to me. Elijah. Yeah.
HH. I did not want to watch this game until the Discord was going crazy talking about it's 3-0. I said, excuse me, I need to come back.
And then it was 4-0. So
then it was 4, and then it became all of a sudden became 5-3. I was cursing players in our mother tongue on X. I ended up deleting the tweet because the things I was seeing Randall Kolomwani do, it's always him. Open net, places it over the bar.
Kolo
Martinez, just put it on the left hand, just put it on the left side or the right side. You shoot it straight at him. Then you got Kalulu, who is Kalulu's over here making my father's tribe. Kalulu's over here disrespecting my father's tribe. HH.
Doesn't his brother play for the Conclusion?
Yeah, his brother's on the national team. We wanted him to and he turned us down.
Yeah.
We wanted him to come with us for 2026. He turned us down. So that's why he's
have a lot of players. You guys have a lot of players.
Dude, we have if you look, I think it's outside of Nigeria. Then one of the next highest populations of Africans in terms of in Europe, I think it's us.
Yeah, it's most definitely.
That was us, man.
I think it is. I don't know. I'm debating. I think it's us or one of the North African countries.
Yeah, probably maybe Algeria and then
Algeria's up there.
Algerians and it should be the Algerians.
Algeria's part of Africa. Wait, I was curious. Sorry, my fault. Sorry, I didn't say that. My fault.
Elijah keeps talking. Elijah keeps
Don't forget HH once said it's only sub-Saharan.
All right, so what's it called? Elijah keeps talking.
The goalkeeper you're trying to get.
Is that true, HH?
No.
Digital footprint.
Ricardo, I'm gonna just send you. Sorry. Continue. Elijah, continue.
No, the goalkeeper you're trying to get. I asked a fellow Chelsea fan.
Send me HH saying that.
I asked a fellow Chelsea fan. His name is Matisse, and he said, to bid £7 million for Mike Mignon. I asked him, wait, do you mean 7 million or do you mean 7 pence? Matisse responded, he said 7 cents, change the currency. HH, like J2S said, you're going to sign a injury-prone goalkeeper. You could ride it out with another year with Robert Lynch in the goal, and then maybe get somebody else. The things I saw Mignon do, the first 3 goals, get a hand on it. Do something. Another one. What's his face? Your boy MBAPPE.
Scrub.
HH. If I hear another World Cup tax, HH, I will curse somebody and I will get banned. Because HH, why is that still being used in the year of our Lord 2025?
It's the only thing I have, bro. So
we need to be real with ourselves. We need to be real. HH, I looked at the golden boot thing. I think it was somebody in the streets that had told me 2 weeks ago, because I've been on for 2 weeks. I thought Gyökeres was going to win the award, but they gave it to Mbappe because I guess Gyökeres plays in a league that is a tier below.
Yeah, the top 5.
Gyökeres has more goals. What type of nonsense is that?
No, Congolese guy. They only gave it to him because the Spanish Federation absolutely bailed him out on the red card, and Lewandowski got injured. That's the real reason why he won. He was supposed to be suspended for like a few of those remaining games.
Hatred.
Wouldn't he have been back for the game where he scored a hat-trick against you guys anyway? I'm sorry.
HH, my biggest, so tomorrow, my biggest concern is, not tomorrow, Sunday.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's even get away. Hold on. Let me check it through. I'm coming to Pupinder. So
I was gonna say something because
okay.
Say his name. Say his name.
Say his name. About the third.
No. Talk about a Sunday. No, Sunday. So Elijah, Ronaldo against Yamal, the old versus the new, or as some will say, this is the two best players in the world at their peak, peak against peak.
Wait, hold on. The two best players. Whoa.
Biological age 25. Biological age 25.
Hey, Elijah, they're saying that he's been in a crowd chamber, so he's actually 27, Cristiano. So
I do believe he could.
No, wait, didn't he do like a test which showed that his biological age is actually like 27 or something?
Jesus. His car.
So Elijah, who you taking on Sunday? Portuguese or Spain in the Iberian derby?
My thing is, HH, if Cristiano dare wins that trophy, HH. HH, they have to shut down Twitter for about
top 5 Ballon d'Or.
So wait, so you're saying if he wins, but let's Ballon d'Or push, different goals convos?
No, HH. I saw yesterday people asked about
the Club World Cup.
No, he's still a free agent. So I think it's up until the 10th for somebody to get signed for. See, Infantino and his $1 billion invitational, I don't get it. But
Chelsea would get him.
Nah, maybe Bayern will get him.
Yeah, that's actually true.
No, hell no.
But by the way, can I ask you a question, HH, or for the panel? If
wait, so Ricardo, before you go, is he actually older than Jan?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, 4 years older. 3 years older. 3 years older.
Ricardo, wait,
He's the same age as you, HH.
The streets and the panel can answer this question because I was looking at CVs and Ronaldo has a Euros and a Nations League, and Lamine already has the same. If Lamine, hold on. If Lamine and Spain win on Sunday, has somebody overtaken somebody?
Spooky conversations.
Maybe.
No, come on.
Don't let Lamine. Okay, hold on.
Ricardo,
What if he scores? What if he scores a knockout goal in the World Cup
before? Ricardo, don't forget Lamine actually played a final. Of the Euros. Not right like Ronaldo. But AJ, I would have loved to be at the hangout yesterday, but I was in the stadium. AJ, actually.
Oh wow, okay.
I was in Munich.
No flex.
You got paid $400 to watch that tap in, man.
No. No. I only paid €30, so the tickets were pretty cheap.
Club World Cup tickets are $100.
Like $150.
No.
So
it was. I think it went from $500 to $55 because they couldn't sell it out at Inter Miami tax. So Infantino, we know where the money is going. Sorry, but continue.
And HH, besides that happen, I didn't see much of Cristiano. Like
he's saving himself for Sunday. Saving himself. So hold on. Where is the final? Is it in Allianz or where?
It's in Munich. And to be honest, there were a lot of Portuguese fans there. Like, actually, like, of course.
So wait. Do you have tickets to the final or no?
No. Because Germany didn't qualify. We thought of going, but HH, let's be real. To be honest, we played a C team. Like, so.
No. As we said yesterday, you had a failed art students as a striker. So.
Shout out
Voitemade. You mean Nick Voitemade? I mean, he's all right. He has
call him the 6'6" tall Messi.
He's one of the most bizarre players I've ever seen.
So how do you think things go on Sunday? How do you think it's going to go on Sunday?
On Sunday, I'm backing Spain because even though the supporting cast of Portugal is pretty good, if you looked at that first half, HH, if we would have been maybe more clinical and would have, the final pass would have been right and had a striker, of course, I think we would have destroyed them, HH. And to be honest, the substitutions of Juan Nagelsmann were shit. So I'm backing Spain because I don't trust guys like Bruno or I don't know who did they brought in. They brought Nelson Semedo. Like their bench isn't as
Bruno was good yesterday.
He was alright. Bruno was alright.
Bruno's good for Portugal.
Well, Vitinha was pretty good when he came on, but still, I do think that Spain is too good for Portugal, and so. But
I think the game will be. Look, I think the game will be a lot closer because I think Portugal's talent is great, and
the talent
and I think Portugal's bench is better than Spain's bench. in terms of the guys that Portugal can bring off the bench.
HH in the second half of yesterday, you saw if they want to play football, if they actually want to be progressive, they can.
And also, look, let's be real. What's changed the game was the substitutions.
Yes.
When you look at Germany's subs, I'm like, Portugal's subs changed the entire game. So
yeah. So, but I do tend to see Spain winning because I think the first 11 is just a little bit better. Yeah. And you saw with Cristiano, he doesn't press. He doesn't press at all. Like he does shit. He only is there.
He's 40. Bopinda, you can't tell a 40-year-old man to press.
He's halfway to age.
It's boops. It's boops.
I'm not calling another man boops.
He was only there. He was only there to probably speak to the ref. Like there was nothing else. And
he was oral farming. That's what the kids call it. Oral farming.
I saw AJ. I saw him. And to be honest, I was kind of hoping that he would score because I wanted to hear a Sue in an 80,000 stadium where 80,000 people are. But he didn't even hit the Sue.
He didn't do it.
He didn't even do it. So yeah.
He's not trying to
Kenny, who took it for Sunday, Kenny?
If you take it, he scored 2,000 goals and Boops went to a game where he didn't sue, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'd actually sue Cristiano for that.
For emotional distress.
Kenny, come to your SK afterwards. Kenny, Sunday, who are you taking for Sunday?
I'll probably still pick Spain. But if Spain plays the way they play today and Portugal are more clinical, I can see Portugal.
Yeah, if they defend like how they defend, Portugal will score those chances.
Yeah, I can see Portugal doing the low sign ball. And I'm interested to watch Nuno Mendes against Yamal as well. I'm very interested to see that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we denied that in the UCL final. So
yeah, I'm very interested to see the ball. But I do
best
think,
winger versus the best left back right now.
Yeah. And as well, I want to see the midfield. I don't know if Vitinha is going to start this game. I don't know if the thing is, honestly, you can say Portugal is the better talent, but I'm sorry, man, that bomb that as a head coach, like, I'm sorry.
I think Vitinha just ruins golden generations.
No, but isn't it sometimes talent just beats a crap manager, sort of like France and Deschamps to an extent? It does, though.
No. As much as I insult Deschamps is still a better manager than Martinez.
We're not repping the FA Cup win with Wigan.
Yeah, bro. We're not repping Martinez, bro.
They actually went to like Champions League final.
That was good.
Wait, hold on, Kenny.
Deschamps wins as one league. He's been to Champions League final. Like, come on. As much as we like to this Deschamps, like, come on. He's a far better manager than that bomb Martinez.
Yeah, Deschamps also under review.
Martinez
hold on. SK, what are you saying for Sunday? British for Sunday, SK.
SK.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely. Well, I had a couple of things I want to say, but yeah, I'll start with that. I probably go with Spain. Like I think they generally like look better as long as I think the level that they can ascend to is just higher than Portugal's. Generally speaking, because I know you were talking about that bench, but obviously I think it was mostly because Portugal were just kind of rotating because obviously like some of their players literally played in the Champions League final like on Saturday. So, also, I was curious about something. So besides Ronaldo and like MBAPPE, are there any other players that the panel like generally hates on like in unison that we kind of just agree to like?
I'm not a hater. I love all people.
I don't.
Timo Werner.
Actually, no, SK wrong. Timo Werner.
Lukaku.
Honestly, AJ, you should put a wall for that, like the.
Ter Stegen?
I'm working on that. Yeah, we're most hated. Yeah, Timo Werner. Well, that's what we use the Brick Academy for. So I suppose the scholars are the most hated people. But yeah, no. Timo Werner, I hate him. I still hate him.
And the last thing was I just want to quickly circle back to that Ballon d'Or thing a little bit. Not too long. The only thing I was thinking about when Elijah was talking about like the "What have you done for me lately" thing is, you guys think it would be better if like there was like some type of like monthly, monthly system that like people actually like pay attention to like.
Or like the MVP ladder or something like that.
Yeah, something that like actively like kind of updates itself. So like it's not
so I mean like so as in like a monthly award or like a points
like the
tally
NBA
that
ranking.
Even
keeps
those
on.
are subjective.
MVP
Power ranking,
ranking.
power ranking, power
Well,
ranking.
it's always going to be subjective, but at least that way, like if someone wins, I just don't. At least know you didn't not think this guy was even like a good player in like October, and now you're just like, you know what I'm saying. So it's like,
But what about when a player performs at the end of the month and starting of next month? Like those
It's a
nuances
bit
can be missed.
complicated. It's a bit
No,
complicated.
I mean, basically, do you know what, Esk, this is it's easy.
yeah, but it's only ever going to be like what,
No,
4 or 5
look,
games.
it's really easy. We should know that what is the beginning of the season, what is the end of the season. That's the first thing. Second thing is, these journalists, we have clear data based on the articles you write that you watch all of these games. Because do you know what we just realized at the Oscars? Most of these bums don't even watch those freaking films. So the guys voting in the Oscars, most of the films they don't even freaking watch. But what we did is that all you journalists who are voting, you literally, there's evidence of articles you've written which shows that you cover all of these leagues and you cover all of the main leagues. So you watch all of these games. So therefore, you know who to vote for, and there is a clear parameter of this the beginning of the season and this the end of the season. Because as of right now, that's all up in the air.
No, but I just think if you do it that way, then you're not just going to get like, I don't want to say random names, obviously, because they have to still perform, but like, it doesn't feel like people are just coming out of nowhere and snatching the award because it's like there's like an actual precedent. Okay, no, like this player's actually been like good for 9 months. I just think it would make more sense that way, because it's like even if you're talking about like, oh, if they perform at the end of the month or something, there's only like 4 or 5 games like per month, so you can't like you're not gonna PR your way with like 2 good games if you've had like 4 bad games. Like that doesn't really make any sense. But and then last thing too is how come we don't do like player of the season thing on this channel? I find it kind of weird.
Because AJ isn't advanced for that. That's too advanced.
Oh no! I do, because we are doing the whole double of the year award and panel door award that hopefully someone doesn't win. So once we do the panel door double of the year,
I know, I caught
and everything, we'll do like player of the season, manager of the season, break of the season, you know, and also team of the season.
Can I speak on this?
AK talks to me.
Yeah, first of all, Richarlison is so bad, but
Bro, I just saw the miss.
Nah, bro, he
Ballon
missed
d'Or
the
season
ball.
next year.
I was told Ancelotti was bringing
It's one game, chill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Vini does not. Vini does
As we
not
all
have
know,
anyone.
it's Neymar or bust. It's Neymar or bust. Basically,
I don't think Ancelotti understands.
I was say ever since 2014, Brazil, it's a course. But sorry, continue. AK, continue.
Yeah, but in terms of Portugal, shout out to Portugal. Here's the thing. It depends on what lineup Roberto Martinez plays, because a normal person would see, hey, I have Vitinha and João Neves. Both of them dominated Europe and won the treble. Why don't I play them together? But a very special human being, which Roberto Martinez is, somehow thinks I have 2 of the best midfielders in world football. I'll play one of them at right back, and the other not at all.
But AK, to be honest, he was decent at right back. Like Woods didn't have a chance. Yeah, but he's not a right back.
Don't
Of
put his
course
distance.
not.
Don't blame them. Don't blame them.
No, I think Vitinha has been rested. I think Vitinha.
Yeah, he was injured. He was injured. I think.
Who's his alternative at right back? Who's the alternative?
Wait, Vitinha's
not Nelson Semedo.
No, Vitinha wasn't injured. He was just rested after the PSG Champions League
Overall, it's like, for me, it's like, it depends on Martinez, because if Vitinha...
They also have Nuno Mendes.
Yeah,
left back.
If Vitinha and Neves play together with... and then that they're lined up against, Pedri, Zubimendi, and let's say Fabian Ruiz for now, that would be a very interesting midfield battle. Bruno Fernandes is usually good for Portugal somehow. Like yesterday, I was like, where are the grenades? There weren't much grenades yesterday from Bruno Fernandes.
Where are the grenades? Is diabolical.
Bro, he's a grenade launcher. Come on, the guy's a grenade. He's a Portuguese grenade launcher, bro.
For Portugal, he plays very. He's been the best Portuguese.
Yeah,
player
but
for-
he's still essentially a grenade launcher, bro.
I think overall, though, I see Spain, in my opinion, have the better forward players.
Did AK just disappear again?
AJ, did you see the?
See, I've already said we got him.
No,
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, so sorry, we can hear you. Go.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro, I don't know what's going on this internet and stuff like that, man. I think Spain,
Are you on
Portugal are the
Spectrum?
more. Nah, it's just like it keeps going in and out for some reason.
Shout Spectrum.
Fuck Spectrum. I hate Spectrum.
I have Xfinity, but yeah, it's like for me, it's like Portugal are not as cohesive. But how can I go against CR7 in the final, man? I can't.
Wait, hold on. That's
Go
CR40, bro. That's CR40 to you, bro.
Go Nardo in the final. Go Nardo in the final.
Oh, no. Let's just believe he's scoring. I think.
No, he's not. He's not scoring. He's not scoring. I refuse to accept it. He's not scoring.
No, okay. Look, if Cristiano scores and they win it, does he get on the podium?
Yes.
Oh, we have to.
Elijah, why that laugh?
Yes.
Elijah, why that
I mean,
laugh?
My entire opinion changes on the Ballon d'Or if
Wait, hold on. Bupinda.
Boops.
I mean, he still has aura. Like last
Wait, hold on.
every time he was, in
In
the
2025, Cristiano has aura in 2025. A 40-year-old has aura in 2025.
If there's an agenda for Yamal to be the youngest, you can have an agenda for Ronaldo to be the oldest. But
Actually, I don't think so. I think no, that Manchester United Stanley Matthews is.
It was Stanley Matthews. Man, come on, man. We don't care what the industry.
Hey, it counts.
To be honest,
Hold on. AK.
if he had at least won the Saudi League, there would be I would have a conversation. The issue, he didn't even win that. So if he won the Saudi League and the Nations League, well,
Actually, it's true though. Okay, that's what I said. I said podium. Like he ain't getting on a podium, bro. Even if he initially ain't getting on a podium.
Portuguese Footballer of the Year podium. That's fine. He can get up. It's fine.
No, he doesn't.
So okay, so AK, who are you taking for Sunday then? Yes, I think his insights is breaking up. Casey, who are you taking for Sunday?
Objectively speaking, it should be Spain, right? Better attack. I think I still prefer the midfield over Portugal. The Portugal has a very good midfield too. I think
Vitinha, John Neves.
Yeah. But I think Spain has just a little bit of edge. But defense, I think Spain has a horrible defense. But I think like Hoyson is the only good defender Spain has right now. Pedro Porro is a criminal. Like this guy, he belongs at Spurs, man. He is a Spurs player. He is so bad.
Hey. That's Europa League winner to you, bro. Europa League winner.
True.
He's an
This ain't no food. This is wrestling what I'm watching right now.
Wait, can you hear me?
They should
look, it's South America.
To have a chance.
Yeah, you go the Casey. Continue.
No, and here's more important here, right? As a member of Cristiano Hater FC, I don't want him to see I don't want him to win a trophy. Let's just say that. Like it's been 5 years, and let's keep it going. Let's
Casey, but isn't that just pure hate though?
Arab World Cup counts, by the way.
He literally just called himself a hater of Cristiano FC.
I mean, how many Nations League does Messi have?
Okay. So Casey, if Cristiano scores a winning goal and Portugal win the Nations League, are you just going to ignore it?
I won't be here.
And the match winner is a bicycle.
Bro said, I won't be here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I won't be here.
I won't be here. It's crazy.
Because of a Nations League.
Wait, Casey, hating on the 40-year-old is, as KJ would say, diabolical.
But this channel,
you're supposed to hate on. People younger than you hate on people older
No. How hate?
No, I didn't hate on one man, and he's blonde and he's white.
I mean, HH, just look at his AVI. That's hating on a 50-year-old.
KJ, what are you saying for Sunday? What's happening Sunday?
Spain, I think, wins either 2-1 or 3-1. But HH, you know what's the funny thing? The winner of that game plays finalissima against Argentina.
No. That's already done already. It's the winners of the Euros and the winners of the Copa America.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes. So it's already Spain against Argentina.
So it could be next year. Wait, sorry, it's already Spain v Argentina.
Yes.
2028.
The fact of the matter is, HH, it would have been fun if Ronaldo won first. But no, I'd say 3-1 to Spain, in my opinion. Another thing, a quick question for Bupinda. Just a quick question, Bupinda. Are you in favor of signing Liao, yes or no?
I wouldn't. I would prefer probably Nico Williams because he's cheaper.
Fair enough.
So shout to your boy Hams, thank you for Dubinsky, man.
Them wages and
so a Nations League win would mean Lamine has the same honors internationally as Narcissisto.
Yeah.
But he's missing the 75 plus goals versus countless nations that came as a result of the breakup of the Soviet Union.
And the Yugoslavia.
That's true. That's true.
And Czechoslovakia.
No, yeah, I mean, he scored a lot of goals against Luxembourg and like
I think
And the
I think
Byzantine
this-
Empire. Don't forget the
I
Byzantine.
think this dub has been sponsored by Putin. This dub has been sponsored by Putin. I think.
No, but here's the thing though, look, I think that Portugal edges, but if Spain do this,
Why are you doing this?
they're no lie. They're no lie detected. Like
I
you
mean,
have the same honors as your boy.
He's like a derby or whatever, like a rivalry.
I'm shout to Eddie. Their chump should be arrested for playing Mama's boy for 90 minutes.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
Richarlison is so bad. man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Why is Richarlison playing for Brazil?
I have a question.
Speak on Chelsea.
Considering what happened in
Barca
2018,
2030,
you know,
Barca 2030.
France winning the World Cup. I mean, many of us thought that France would probably dominate because of the talent pool they have. Would you say Deschamps underachieved with this French side, or with
No, over.
No.
No,
No.
because
My
if you
thing
look
is
at
that
it, Germany was down, Brazil was down, Italy was down. We didn't know about Spain back then, to be honest.
But then you have to
Argentina,
look at the emergence. So let's look at the whole thing. So, I think the big underachievement was that Euros. That was a big underachievement.
Well, last Euros. 2021.
That was yes. Like they were clearly the best team.
Who let them down? Who let them down?
And they should have easily walked that. But when you look,
top five greatest ducks of all time.
When you look at that World Cup, Argentina are in a golden generation. When you look at these last Euros, I think France are just washed, and this is a very good Spain team. So I think that I don't think he's underachieved. I just think that they need a new voice.
Because
they just need a new voice.
I would say at least at a European level, I think they have underachieved because they have such a big talent pool. Because if you consider
they should have won 2 Euros. They should have won 2016 and 2020. 100%.
No, I don't know. 2016, I don't know.
No, even
bro,
they
they should have beaten Portugal. Stop
no,
it.
They should have. But I don't feel like that's on the manager. I feel like that's more on the players. Like the 2021.
In order to do something in 2026, he has to make CHERKI the face, man.
Come on.
No, but I think the issue they have, right? It's they're like way too top heavy right now. They have like all these good attackers, but their midfield is.
I think that's the key there. Like, you can have all the talent in the world, but where is the talent placed? Because let's be real, have they replaced Varane? Have they replaced Umtiti? Have they replaced Kante? Have they replaced Pogba? And also, more importantly, have they replaced Giroud or Benzema?
No,
they have good young
I think they are lacking.
You see, here's the thing though. I think CHERKI could be their Griezmann.
CHERKI will be that guy.
Oh yeah, that's
but who's the Giroud?
Hold on. Breaking
Who's the
news.
Benzema?
Breaking news.
What?
Esteval just got hooked by Martinelli, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna type Esteval.
Bunia is also coming on.
Okay, wait, hold on. Shout out to promo. If Yamal wins the World Cup at 18, where does he rank?
Above Ronaldo.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Guys, we saw the guys. I'll see you Sunday.